Of the hero wins 10-6-0 Olympic record! Wow! Another goal. Her legacy as one of the all-time greats is surely complete. The champion becomes the world champion. Defending champion comes back and wins again in supreme style.
My mic isn't here. Okay, no, my mic is plugged in. Hey, Trackies, good evening. How are you all doing? So, yay, I'm here in an earlier time today to discuss track and field. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome as usual. Sound off in the comment section and let me know who is here. Also, don't forget to hit that like button as well if you'd like to donate. There's a link to my PayPal, I suppose, in the description. As well, you can always hit the super chat in the comment section someplace there. There should be a dollar sign. Y'all can, go ahead and subscribe there. And also, just want to give a big, shout out and thank you so very much. I realize and I acknowledge the fact that, the channel has been growing, but things have been happening so quickly that, I've been all over the place and I haven't gotten a really real chance, acknowledge it. So I thank you so very much for the new trackies, joining. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's hit the road to 30, K subscribers. Let's see if we can catch up to the rest of the men. As a matter of fact, you know what? I have a writ against y'all. I see the men out here, the dusting the girls in these streets. Y'all need to be supporting the women a lot more. Okay? All right. So with that said, all right, fit and healthy. Hey, what's up? Hi, Chev. Chev, first. Fit and healthy beat you. All right, and then also we have Namdi. Hi, Namdi, what's up? And then let's see. Yes, if it's unhealthy, say nope, you're not first. Lakeisha says, hey T. Damari, look here. I tried to call you and I didn't. It didn't work because I can't find you on WhatsApp apparently. I messaged you on Instagram. I don't even know if you saw it because I haven't gotten a chance to go back on. But yeah, I did try to reach out. So I guess I get that started out at some point in time. And also, I was saying Damari before. I'm wondering if it's Damari or Damari. I be butchering names around here. Anyway, okay, that's good to hear. Fit and healthy. Suits your name as well. Everything is good. Fit as a fiddle. Hey Del, what's up? Hey Keisha. Hey. Hi. Hi Kitania. This is a name that's new. Hi Kitania. Welcome. All right, so track is there's so much that's happening in track and field. I see 36 of y'all here. Thank you so very much for joining. So, let's kick things off. I want to start before I get into the women's 100 meters, let's discuss, Tobi. So Tobi has been cleared of, whereabouts failure, three whereabouts failure route violation, as per what she was charged by the AIU. Interestingly, though, as it stands now, the decision, that the panel came to, and this was a majority decision, is still confidential. So it has not been published yet, but they say it will be published in due course. However, the AIU will have access to that information, and they're saying that they're going to, review it because, they, are not happy with the decision. They're disappointed and they're going to review to see, what exactly happened. And if anything, they're going to take it up with Cass. And I'm like, dang, is it that serious? Is it that serious? It sounds like, something really, really, something happened. I don't know what, but for them to, want to, take it up with Cass, sounds like, something is going on there, as it relates to what happened, Tobi's version versus their version. You know what I mean? It's very interesting, but I wish her all the best. It definitely does seem as though, they're trying to, get her out of the sport per se. Or I'm seeing a lot of Africans, not just Nigerians, but a lot of Africans have been hit, over the past few weeks, so it's interesting, seeing this outcome. I'm glad she's cleared. Now she gets to turn up at the World Championships. As it relates to Jamaica and medal prospects, though, she she kind of kills our hopes there, but still, I'm always excited to see, the best athletes turn up and represent. You know what I mean? And I was excited seeing her shatter that world record last year because, you know, when was it? I was in a video talking about Kerika Hill. I think it was sometime last year, and I was saying, you know what? If you realize it's the girls with the flat speed that are gonna take, the event to a next level, and I noticed that Tobi's, I think, personal best in the 100 meters was like 11.14. And as I clearly, based on the back of this, she can, run so fast over the hurdles. Just imagine a Kerika Hill that is just supposed to get much faster, as she progresses in life. And also, when we look at Akira Nugent, she's also somebody that was close to sub 11 from last year. I think maybe like 11:04 or something like that. This year she's slated. They say she's much faster, even though she hasn't really run the flat 100 like that. But they say she's much faster. So I'm eager to see, what these faster girls, over the 100 meters can really do, in the relay. That said, that's the story, with Tobi. So again, I'm hoping for the best from her. So let's see. All right. So Dell says happy for her, happy for the sport, world record holder and world champion. Yes, an Olympic champion. Yes. It would have been a heavy blow to the sport if she was not cleared, because I'm telling you, everybody would be like, see, track and field, is a dirty sport, blah blah blah. And then it will give Americans, much more reason to, be convinced that everybody else is using, because they're convinced, every time I look in my comment section, they're in there talking about, everybody is using drugs. I'm like, really? It's not. No, 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 no. It's not like that. Then I saw a study recently where they were talking about, um I guess they should allow performance enhancing drugs, in sports. And I'm like, what are y'all on? But anyway, it is what it is. I dislike when they have these fake whereabouts suspensions. The haters will always try to use this as a reason to discount her world record moving forward. Yes, unfortunately, yes, it is true. They will. They'll never forget. It will just take one little moment, whether it was true or not, whether or not she was cleared. They're still gonna harp on it and say yes, 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 yes. Toby's on something. I agree. Um, there's a blatant anti-Africanness in the sport, especially towards the women from the continent. Is it a woman thing? Or is it just that women in track and field tend to, do better than men typically? I would say maybe it's because women, tend to do better. I don't know if it's a woman thing, you know what I mean? But it could be. Yeah. Do pressures took place, make AIU go with them witch hunt. I don't know what is going on here with this thing. For them to be talking about, going to cast and all of this extraness. Me, I said to myself, so then I could have also granted, as it stands now, all the details as it relates to what went on is currently still confidential. But still, I mean, what could it be? You know what I mean? Americans make the claim about drugs because they do not like to be challenged. No, I don't think so. I just think that they like pointing fingers because they know that they're, involved in some mess. So they're like quick to say, but he was doing it too. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get. It's an intersection of race, gender, and geopolitics. T, you sound low. Lord God. What is this? I don't know if you do. All right, there's a thing about, the mic. If I try to buck it, I will have this weird feedback. So I have to put it as high as I can, which is not necessarily in the buck level. But yeah, again, track is the mic is the mic. As it stands now, I know it's not the best mic apparently. Yeah, I just went for something cheap at the time, something that would work. So clearly, I need to get something better, and it's on the way. I just have to wait, you know what I mean, and let this work for me in the interim. You skipped my comment about Toby. Where is that? Are you sure I did, Namdi? I'm sure I read it. Okay, no, I didn't. We have seen this before with Nasser. She was cleared. Then Shawnee Miller Weaver protested. AIU appealed, and then CAS suspended her. I hope the same doesn't happen with Toby. Lord have his mercy. All right. Well, if they're out for a witch hunt, then if I so be the case, then we can't stop them. Lord of his mercy. I just pray that whatever happened, Toby, her lawyers are on it 100%, and will get her through this, but it's not looking so good. Based on this comment here from Nandi, it's not looking so good at all. Um, it's not it's not to make it an American thing, but we know there is a tremendous amount of anti-blackness directed towards black people from other places. I don't know. Personally, when I think about how people think about black people, I do have to disagree somewhat because I've, heard instances where, people from the motherland don't necessarily welcome, people that are not from there, blacks, say I'm a Jamaican, don't necessarily, welcome us as we may think, they would welcome us kind of thing. At least we don't know which tribe we're from. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I don't even want to go into that too much. But yeah, I don't like to make this a race thing, honestly. For Jamaica, out of many one people, I've never looked at race my whole life. Yes, there is a big colorism issue in Jamaica, but I don't like looking at race. I hate looking at race. Yeah. I have my laptop on 20 volume. If it's anything, you are too loud. LOL. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I listen to myself on playback, I sound like I'm screaming. So it's weird to me sometimes when you guys tell me that I'm low. But anyway, T, do you see the start list for the men 100 meters? I see every other start list, but I'm not seeing it. You will not see it because they have the qualification round first. So because they have the qualification round first, which is the people that didn't have the automatically qualifying standard mark, they invited them to compete, and then they'll select, some athletes out of that to make it to the first round, which is the heats. So after that, no, then you'll see the start list for the men. I'm gonna go through the start lists that are currently available as it relates to, what Jamaica will do. So I'll be going through that a bit later on. But yeah, that's why you're not seeing it. Carl, see, in all fairness, more Americans have been suspended for whereabout failures in the last few years than other countries. So let's not imply Americans are favored by AIU. Um, I'm not saying they are favored. That's for sure. But remember, America probably has the largest, track and field is the largest track and field nation anyway. So it kind of makes sense, when you look at it like that. But yeah, I disagree respectfully. What do you disagree with? Catch it flop. What's her name? Oh no, always have some weird names. It's not about race. Thank you. Not necessarily. Okay. I won't see one until pre-race is run. Right, okay, yes. So same thing here, BD saying you will not see it until the qualification for the first round of guys is done. Then they'll have the heats put up for the men. Um it's an intersection between a number of different factors, okay? Namdi, why is there no qualifying runs for the women? Because the women don't start to. Oh, there's no qualifying runs for. Well, maybe because the women are killing it. Yeah, the women have been killing it this year. You know what I mean? So remember, they only bring those people in when they need to make up. They need to make up, so that's how they bring them in. Um, I've seen two track Twitter accounts saying Jacob's gonna surprise win. I saw him in a second video that he released. This time around, not running down somebody, but he did look impressive. He did look impressive, and I said to myself, I wonder. He did look mightily impressive, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with something. That's for sure. Um, the way I read your first name, your what surname, your username. Then how you say? Na catch it flop. Like what else is it? T. Yeah, I think I read this already. Yeah. The way you read my username. Look here. Oh no, no, but I come on with no weird names and then expect me to know how to read it. Me not, look here. I tried my best. All right. All right. Let's talk about the women's 100 meters. Now, yes, I know I've caught a lot of fire. Clearly, and that's why I made Shakiri my thumbnail on this video because seriously, I feel like she out there giving me some side eye. Like, really? I'm not meddling. But it's really it was really tough to come to that decision because again there are four really really good girls. There's nothing really clear cut to say, separating the girls. So what you have to look at from every athlete, in my opinion, is the pros and the cons, of their performances, what they've done, whether they're in a championship, whether they're in a one-off race. So you have to use all of those things together and say, all right, this is who I'm picking for, the win, and that's pretty much what I did. On the back of Sherika's 10.65, for me, she was pretty much automatic, as it relates to, favorite, title, for sure. Of course, with Shelly's experience, she always lines up as a favorite as well for me. Because again, she's proved it time and time again that she's an athlete that will turn up in, the championships and medal, right? Regardless of whatever is going on, she will medal, you know what I mean? And then, when we looked at Marie Jose Talu and then Shakiri, I ranked Talu, I ended up ranking Talu over Shakiri on one factor, and that is the point that she actually has more experience on the world stage, and that, maybe this time around she would have learned her lesson from whatever happened in the previous years where she just had ridiculously poor run management, and this time around she would get it right. So that's simply why. And on the other hand, when it comes to Shakiri, she has displayed, poor, run management, in the past. So I'm like, all right, we see also what happens to her, when, she's under pressure. She just doesn't get the best execution. The best, she doesn't start the best, nothing like that. You know what I mean? So again, if that happens to her, then for me personally, would rank behind Talu. So that's pretty much how I came up with my order. And then, no, when I looked at, Julian Alfred, I do not think, even though she's, really spectacular this season, I still don't think she's, in the ranks, with Talu, Shelly, Shakiri, Sharika. So I ranked her behind them, and as also ahead of Dina, surprisingly. And again, I'm gonna point out to, Julian's warrior spirit. Sometimes that warrior spirit, as I've been speaking about, will let you, outdo others that are slated to do much better than you. So that is why I have her, being ahead of Dina. Personally, though, if Dina is able to do a PB, finally get it to 10.7, maybe a high 10.7, then I see her placing possibly ahead of Julian. But as it stands now, I see, her as a major underdog that's going to come in and snuff out a lot of people. As it relates to the other girls in the finals, it's not that deep. They just make the finals, they run their best race and share and be happy. But I don't really have them challenging for, a medal per se. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, I got through that pretty fast this time around. Usually I take 10 years explaining my thought process, but yeah. What was the last thing? Where was I? Mm, hey Erwin, what's good? Hey T, looking beautiful today. Thank you, Jake. Cars look fast too when they are driving on a road by themselves. No, from a technical perspective, he did look good. So I won't lie. I was left, scratching my chin, and I thought to myself, possibly, he could come in and sneak, everybody else. So let's see, let's see. He's looking good. I want to see. All right. So other than, me doing these videos, talking about everything prior to the championships, as we see each round, I will be, reordering, everything that I've told you guys before. So let's say, for instance, I say, I don't want to use Shakira because that's a terrible example to use because, she may really go out in the heats and do something crazy. Let's say I see Julian Alfred, come out and just do something beyond what anything I could have ever thought of from her, then I may be thinking to myself, this isn't just Julian that will possibly place ahead of Dina, but this is a Julian that could possibly medal. So at that point, I'll start saying, hey, maybe it's no longer who I had for 1, 2, 3, but then I'll change that order. You know what I mean? So as the championships, progresses, I'll make updates on my predictions. But as it stands now, this is pretty much how I see it. Um, Good job. Thank you. You are anxiously waiting, same as me. Yes, I am. Boy, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Catch so what you about me if me say it right. Track and field needs to do a better job broadcasting these games. Oh boy. I don't know why they're stifling the sports, honestly, but it is what it is. We just have, honestly though, I have to say, social media has changed with track and field. I don't recall. Well, then again, I wasn't on social media that much, so I can't say, I knew that much about it. But personally, I feel as though, social media has started to talk much more about track and field. Plus, of course, you've seen a plethora of YouTube channels. When I started this YouTube channel, there were just a handful of people, and since then, there are so many, channels that exist now talking about track and field. So it's been broadcast. It's getting popular, thankfully. Finally, you know what I mean. But yeah, as it relates to the big people that hold the rights, that's a whole different story. Um, T, you see the start list for the women 100? No, it hasn't come out yet. I'm assuming that that may come out tomorrow, considering that the schedule came out today, Thursday. Maybe tomorrow we'll see the women's one. And that's day two. So day one is out already. Day two may come out tomorrow. The qualifying rounds is for countries who have no athletes with the qualifying standard. Yeah, those ones that were specially invited. T, are athletes allowed to train during AIU suspension? I'm wondering what sort of fitness Toby is going to be in. I think not. I think they're not allowed to train, if I'm not mistaken, which is why you've seen what's his name? Christian Coleman take so long to get back, to his best. So I don't think you're allowed to train. Because what kind of band would it be if you're allowed to train? You know what I mean? But I'm not sure though. But I don't think you're allowed to train. I saw Shelly in training. She looked good. Yes, Shelly definitely looks good. I agree. And a new coach. Who is this now? Talu, yes, new coach. Yes, I agree. She looks good. I'm happy Elaine gets a new coach. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm happy for her as well. Can't wait to see her get back to her best. She needs to be inside in the thick of things always. What you say, T Shakiri for my for for the money. No problem there. No problem there. Again, they're so good this season where differences, it's just a slight difference that may give you a gold and not make you medal. You know what I mean? So it is what it is right now. Speaking about rounds, I don't think that the women have a lot of room to coast the semifinals. Too many women running too quick. That doesn't bode well for Shakiri and Talu. Yeah, because they're definitely gonna blast the semis. I know that for a fact. That's just how they are. Personally though, I don't think I necessarily agree. If they separate, even if they separate, say for instance, Shakiri and Sherika end up in the same heat, and Talu and Shelly end up in the same heat, in the same semi, right? For me personally, everybody else they can easily cover. They can jog at 10-8 to qualify versus everybody else behind them will have to practically be running personal best, to qualify behind them. So I don't really agree. Remember Julian ran last year at the championship, so she has some experience. No, what I was saying is that she doesn't have any experience in the finals. Remember, she got DQ'd, so she doesn't have any experience in the finals. But I still rate her, highly based on her mentality. Real coach, not a Lord. Oh, what is? Uno come like some real ghost right now. Uno just a go woo 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 woo, and uno can't done. I disagree. Shakira been competing under pressure all her career. From yes, true. I agree. However, what happened to Shakira last year? What happened to Shakira in 2021? What happened to Shakira in 2019? So yes, she's been competing under pressure, but she hasn't managed that pressure the best. And as such, you have to start looking at these little things. It may be a small thing, but those things may be the defining factor when you get into a major championship when it comes to who medals and who doesn't medal, and that's a fact. Hey Don Dino, what's up? Don't write off Alfred and Shakir. I'm not writing them off. I am not writing them off. I was just giving you reasons why I chose the three I chose, but definitely not writing anybody off. And also I see a lot of people that are mad that I chose, Sharika for the win over Shelly. It's not that deep, Chucky. Somebody has to win. You know what I mean? And based on what, Sharika has exhibited this season, I spoke on this start multiple times. This isn't the first time I've talked about it. I said, Steven knows exactly what he's doing. Remember, he trained Elaine, in my opinion, personally, to take out Shelly. And that's exactly what happened in 2021. What do you think is happening with Sharika now? She's literally the blueprint of Elaine. If you look at how Sharika runs, that's literally how Elaine used to run. Let me tell you, go back to 2021, I believe. The two of them were in. Was it the semi-final together? I don't even remember. But look at how they look at Sherika's running style and tell me if that doesn't remind you of classic Elaine Thompson Hero. Don't get me wrong, that's not how Elaine Thompson Hero looks now since she's left, MVP. But that's giving you classic Elaine Thompson Hero vibes. The only difference is Elaine has always struggled with her start. And the thing I pointed out, earlier on in another video where I talked about if Sherika could possibly become, the greatest challenger to Shelly and Fraser Price is because she has, done something that Elaine, has still struggled to do, and that's fix her start. Yes, Elaine is ridiculous when it comes to top end, and nobody can match her there. But you have to get all phases of the race. In my opinion, you have to have a balanced race. I prefer that over anything else. And right now, Sharika has seemed to have unlocked a phenomenal start, and on top of that, she's unlocked, of a ridiculous turnover rate to now be able to compete with Shelly and Fraser Price. So personally, on the back of that, when I look at it, I'm like, you look like so you could have possibly take out Shelly this year. But again, as it stands, if Shelly wins, I take no issue with that as well. Jamaica is still on top of the podium, and Jamaica, in my opinion, still goes 1-2 either way. So even if you switch it around, it's still Jamaica 1-2. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much how I'm looking at it. Um, do we have the start list yet? For what? What start list? Day one is out. The start list for day one is out, if that's what you're asking. Can you name the other time Shakiri displayed poor run management that was not last year at her own nationals? What you talking about? Are you forgetting she didn't make it past the first round? Shocking me. Shocking me. I could have never foreseen that. Shakira not even making it out of the first round. Cole says the next 4 years will be focused on improving the sport. So let's see. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. 1 second. And she delivered more consistently when it counted than she has not delivering. Catch it flop. Are we talking about running on the Diamond League, or are we talking about championships? Because again, this will not be true. She has not delivered when it mattered most. And again, she could have made the team to the World Championships in 2019. She did not, and the excuse back then was, it was a long collegiate season, yada, yada, yada. Okay, fine. But I seem to remember another, American athlete. Her name is slipping me right now. That was also part of that, long collegiate season. And she made it. You know what I mean? 2021 happened. We all know what happened there. And she still didn't make it. And then in 2022, another, drama when it was surrounding her. So yes, when it mattered most, she did not deliver, and that's a major issue when it comes to championships. People look at that. People will look at that. One-off races is not what gives you a win in a global championship. I think Shelly is going to pull it off. Sharika second and Julian third. By the way, Puma and St. Lucia will be working together in the near future as they have become sponsors. Yes, I did report on that yesterday. So yeah. What are we laughing about now, April? T is it was your title, not your choice. That was the issue. Namdi, look here. Me tired of telling you, say, you see me tired to them, I'm a thumbnail them. Una just pretend like una don't see them and just click on the video and enjoy. You know what I mean? Because I'm always going to make a title so that you click on it. That's the whole point. It's either to make you really mad or really happy. Either way, you're gonna click on it. Sharika for the gold. She ran 21.8, 10.7 on training legs. I can work with that. Shelly will win the 100 meters. Gabby will win the 200 meters. Why Carlton? Why will Gabby win the 200 meters? Respectfully, T. None of that holds when you counter in context. Okay, fine. 2022, she was injured. 2021, she was going through intense and difficult personal trauma, and she was excessively fatigued in 2019. It's always something. Catch it flop. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the other athletes are not also going through personal, trauma? Do you think they also don't get injured? Do you think they're not also sometimes excessively fatigued? Sometimes when you people talk about this, which is why I don't like to talk about injuries sometimes when it comes to athletes, because at the end of the day, I always say you never know what the next athlete next to them is going through. It's always something. And if you listen to how some of these athletes talk, apparently they're always running on some kind of injury. So again, I'm not going to use that as an excuse for Shakiri. No, there have been multiple occasions and just randomly it turned out to be the worst scenario for her alone. No, thank you. When she at her best, she performs. She's proven that this year. No, for sure, I've loved her consistency this year. But again, I'm speaking about championships and performing at a championship. She's never been. So again, because she's never been, it's gonna be a lot of pressure for her. And don't think as though that pressure is not something. It is something. On the Zurich Diamond League website, it says that Elaine, Sherika, Shelley, and Shakira are all going to be in the 100 meter. Sherika is also running the 200 meters against Talu. Okay, that's nice. You're watching Truck Time. Please like and subscribe. Saturday morning, the World Championship starts at 3:30 a.m. in the USA. Thank you for reminding me, Shayon. Guys, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm not subscribed. Please remember to like. You should be already subscribed. Her run management was not great during the US trials for Tokyo. Although she won, I recall she ran slower. Right, she did run slower in the final. So again, you guys stop making it look like it's something that was just, brought up today. It's been a thing. You want to ignore it, fine. If you want to ignore it, but don't expect everybody else to ignore it. And again, it's the small things that are gonna be the difference between medaling and not medaling. Um, Track and field for the World Championship starts Saturday at 4 a.m. if you were in the USA for three what? On MS on CNBC. Remember on CNBC. So if you're in the United States, CNBC is where you watch it. I guess at 4:30 a.m. Namdi, why are you laughing? Oh, is it because I said it's either to make you mad or happy? Then yeah, you don't know that's already on YouTube. Come on, y'all can't get mad over can't get caught up on thumbnails, that's for sure. Typically, big NCAA's prospects do not make the sprint teams in the USA. Lear, Tonisha Torrey, and Cambria all didn't make the team in 2021. What's her name? Her name is slipping me right now. She's kind of thicker. Oh Lord, and she made it in 2019. Plus, she made it in 2021. What's her name? I'm an American. Remind me of her name. She was also a collegiate back in 2019. Y'all must remember who I'm talking. She has short hair. I think probably Kane rode back sometimes or into some kind of like a short plait situation. Maybe. I don't remember. Or is it Rasta? I don't even remember what her hair is, but yeah. Her name is slipping me right now. Sharika is obviously going to win the two in a very fast time, but the 100 is still very open. Okay, true. Sharika will win the 200. Shirley will win the 100. No problem there. Shakiri has won three and lost three races with Shelly and in their history. Okay. All right. Me not promise nobody me I wake up to watch these races. No, sir. LOL. Well, guess what? You can always tune into TXT Chalk Time for the latest updates, that's for sure. Shelly from Shakiri and Sharika. If Shakiri see she is fit, she will come second. What? Shelly from Shakiri and Sharika. If Shakiri sh- she is fit, she will come second. I don't understand. Let's move on. Shelly Faith and Nia Ali are parents, and I believe Nia Ali has three kids, and I don't hear them saying they didn't perform well because of their peer. Oh Lord, let's not even go there. Which is why I'm saying, again, at the end of the day, it's all right. Before I get into that comment underneath it, I'm not being insensitive. Let me just start there. But anyway, that's why I'm saying that, when it comes to women, people underestimate what women have to go through, in life typically, and then when you throw a sport on top of it, it just get makes things even worse. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not gonna be the first to go, oh my God, this, this particular athlete, whatever, whatever, whatever. Because again, all of the other athletes, next to them are possibly going through the same thing or something even worse. You know what I mean? That's insensitive, teen. No, I'm not insensitive. She's not a robot. I agree, she's not a robot. And nor a clone of every single athlete that's competed. She's her own person. Shelley and Fraser Price, how Shelley and Price reacts and handle situation will not implement into Shakiri. Look here, I'm not measuring her up to Shelley and Fraser Price. That's ridiculous. I don't measure anybody to Shelley and Fraser Price. This is a woman that has been in the sport for umpteen years and is still winning medals. How can I compare anybody to her? No, I will not do that. You understand? But at the same time, it's still sport. And what did somebody say? Remaining healthy is also, part of the game. Remaining healthy, being at your best is part of the game. You know what I mean? So for you not to be, on your game, you can't look around and blame anybody else or blame the world. It's just part of the game. Coach Flo has stated that Alfred has been training for Budapest all year. Yes, I did hear that. That's why she looked the way looked like she was falling apart towards the end of the 100 meter of the NCAAs this year. Plus, I also saw her at what was it, Nakak, and I was worried because I was like, oh my God, I'm not liking these times. I'm not liking these performances. But she did come back away, Monica, and say, wapai, in another 200 meters. Me say, all right, girl, I see you. I see you. Why they keep making excuses for a shot? People need to remember at 2022, Shelley already had two titles and four major championships medals. Yes, Tiana Daniels, that's her name. Right, Tiana Daniels. That's the person I was looking for. You know what I mean? So miss me with all of these excuses. She's had a lot of opportunities, and don't get me wrong. In these years that she has been competing, it's not like the years in 2012 when Jetta was competing with Alison Felix and these girls were running 10 sevens in to qualify. She's been running against slower people and still having issues. Much slower than what we've been seeing in yesteryear from the American athletes. I'm talking about some killer athletes back then when they used to be running and they used to be neck and neck like this at the USA Championships. And she's had it pretty easy, in my opinion, in terms of the field, that she's been running against versus the class athlete that she is. And she's still faltered. Come on now. Lyles, DeGrasse, Benerick, Knight, Tebogo, and Hughes are all set to run the 200 meters as well. I'll get into the I'll get into these postal championships. Honestly, I don't think I have room to even think about Diamond League right now. But yeah, I'll get into that after. No, not Alia Hobbs. I was talking about Tiana Daniels. Um, Alia Hobbs would have graduated maybe a year or two before Shakir, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Shaberi is a one-day race pony. Lord of mercy. Can you all say it nicer? She's not a championship horse. Well, we don't know. She hasn't been to a championship yet, so let's see. But again, when you look at the experience from a Shelly, the experience from a Sharika, even Talu that has, fumbled the bag multiple times, you still have to kind of, give them the benefit of the doubt over somebody that has not, been there yet. Lauren. No, not Lauren. Lauren is from way back when. Yeah, Tiana Daniels. Yeah, right. BBC will show it live. Okay. So for those in the UK, BBC is your place to go. Um, Her name is Tiana Dalians, but wasn't she the only collegiate athlete to make the team that year? And she also made it in 2021 as well. It doesn't matter. She wasn't remotely close to what Shakiri was capable of, and she made it. We're not even remotely close. We're talking about Shakiri Richardson that had run 10.75 that year. That was 10.75. She wasn't close. Shelly, have something special in store for that championship, and I see no one taking that gold medal from her without doing something monstrous. I agree. Yeah. For all my Americans watching this live, that live in the United States, the World Track and Field coverage will be on NBC, the mother station, and CNBC. Those to state what? Those two station will carry the World Track and Field. So those stations will carry track and field. All right. Yeah, I get it, guys. It's Tiana Daniels. Why are we talking about Shamir Little? Tiana Bartoletta, come on, Bartoletta's from way back. I'm greedy. I want gold and silver in the 100 meters. I don't care if a Sherika take the gold. Yeah, I'm greedy. I'm calling Jamaica for gold and silver as well. Um, Shakira won't medal in the 100 or the 200. Only the relay. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Um, if you're not gonna wake up to watch it, track and field, you are not a track and field fan. Boy, Cheyenne, yeah, give me a struggle, yeah, so I'm gonna wake up 4:30 a.m. and watch it and see. I'll be up watching it as well. So yeah. Can we move on from her when she wins in major championships, then praise her? Okay, no problem. Yeah. Not a problem. All right. Y'all call it excuses, but it's simple context. I don't know why y'all think it's about being dismissive. All right, catch it, flop. I'm gonna ask you this. Tell me how you separate the top four athletes, and I'm talking about Talu, Shakiri, Shelly, and Sharika. How are you separating these top four athletes into medals? Just let me hear it. Please be honest. If Shakiri gets a great start, how can Shelly and Sharika beat her? Shakiri already ran down Sharika twice this year. I mean, again, if she, wins, I don't have a problem with that. From Jamaican perspective, I don't really see it happening. But again, there's nothing wrong with, supporting Shakira and believing that she can win. Tiana Daniels is the athlete. Yeah, thanks, Sharon. Hey, Sharon, what's up? Shakira's first major championship. Let's see. People are underestimating what championships are, But anyway, don't cut out Dina. She tends to run her fast times in championships, plus she gets her typical start. I'm not really counting her out. It's just that we have to be realistic here. You know what I mean? It's like we're saying, okay, Shelly fall over, Shakiri fall over, Sharika fall over, and then Dina will walk away with the gold. It's not that simple. Or Talu fall over. Are we expecting the other girls to underperform? Is that what we're saying? Personally, I believe Dina, doing a personal best, but even in doing a personal best for me, I still don't see her medaling. So what are we saying here? Are we saying here that the other athletes are gonna underperform in order for Dina to medal? I don't want to see anybody quote unquote, underperform, but let's see. Um if Jamaica TVJ in Jamaica TVJ One Spot Media will carry it. Yeah. Yeah, so we can watch it on One Spot Media. What I said, if Shakiri fix, she will come second. Shelly will win Sharika. Okay. So I'm guessing you're saying Shelly win, Shakiri second, and Sharika third. Okay. Not championship hearts. I can't buy. Y'all are messy. Shakiri is in the sport for money. Excuse me, who is not in the sport for money? Is work. Some of y'all are crazy. I'm gonna tell you that. You see, when you see these athletes on the track, they're working. It's money. You think nobody's putting their body through that not to collect a paycheck? You can't stay there. Ah boy. Shannon Fraser Price is a one in a million. You cannot compare nobody to Shelly and Fraser Price. Yeah. I don't think and it's not even that it's not fair to Shelly, but it's also not fair to them to compare, to somebody like Shelly and Fraser Price. It really isn't. Um, Here in the US, it's Peacock. Okay, Whoever came first and second is just the same for me. Sorry, Elaine is not in it. Can I tell you? If I shed a tear when I think that Jamaica can collect one, two, three again this year. Cause you best believe if Elaine was in there, you wouldn't even who did I have? Talu? Talu wouldn't even get a sniff of a medal. Oh my lord. Shakiri gonna run 10-6 and break the champs record in the semis and fail to medal in the final. Boy, me no know office about this. I'm just praying that she gets her run management right. If Shelly still has her endurance and finish down pat, nobody beating her. Okay. Um I don't know why people think anybody works for free. That's not it. Nobody's working here for free at all. Shakira confirmed that year her and Shaver were not training for World. She only ran based off what she did at NCAA's. All right. Nothing now miss me. All right, we're moving on from Shakiri and where I placed her. It is what it is. If y'all have her winning, there's nothing wrong with that as well. If you all even have Talu winning as well, there's nothing wrong with that because there's reasons to say why an athlete could win and why an athlete could not, win. And personally, when I look at all of them, they have a lot of pros. So it could be anybody's game at the end of the day. And personally as well, I think I've said this multiple times about Shakiri. She's a deceptive runner. We don't really know her ceiling. So as much as I'm calling her, where I'm calling her, in the back of my mind I'm like, I can't really tell. I have a little gauge on her, I'm not gonna lie, but still it's hard to really tell what she's really capable of because she's a deceptive runner, similar to Elaine. They have similar running styles where when you look at them, you don't know what is the ceiling. You can't tell the ceiling from them, you know what I mean. I used to wake up 3 to 4 in the morning when Merlin Otti used to run, man. But from I've known myself, been ingratiated into sport, through my brother, and I'm talking about every sport under the sun. I've watched everything. Talu for the bronze. Okay. Remember, stay away from rice if you want to stay up late. Rice puts you to sleep. Look here, any Jamaican food, once you eat a hearty food, you go right to your bed. Anything Jamaican is sending you right to your bed. Sharika was jogging at that finish line. All right, so we've touched a lot on this 100 meters, and it's clearly now over 47 minutes. So let's talk about something else. What else did I say I was going to talk about on the stream? So we talked about Toby. We talked about the women's 100 meters. Okay, let's talk about the Great Britain relay drama. So y'all know I did my video previewing the men's 4x100 meters. I talked about the possibility for Jamaica there, saying that, we could actually win gold there, but everything, has to really, come together seamlessly for us to walk away with that gold medal, right? And the countries that, I've talked about that said, hey, such and such countries, being Great Britain, USA, and Canada, of course, are big threats. So we have to make sure that we get our baton around, safely and as swift as possible as well to medal. And apparently, again, I've been saying it seems as though drama is happening everywhere else but Jamaica. I'm not saying I'm cheering for it, but I did say somebody else needs to take over the charge because Jamaica seems to always be the one that's suffering when championships come around. So we've done our fair share. So when it comes to the GB athlete, Reese Prescott, apparently there's some discipline issues with him, and he did not turn up for a few of the practice sessions, and as such, him just take up himself and say, "Yo, I'm out. I'm out." So, and I'm possibly the anchor leg runner for them, and he's run sub 10 this season. And again, a clutch performer for Great Britain if Great Britain really plans on taking home, a medal. So as it stands now, Great Britain seems in limbo. I still believe they'll probably work things out with him and get him back in the relay in time for the championships and to run. But personally, it seems as though they are, in a little bit of limbo. And at this point, no cap, Jamaica needs to capitalize on all these problems that everybody else is having. You know what I mean? And see if they can medal and actually win that gold in that event. So Great Britain right now is having problems. America is having problems as well. We heard that Cravan Charleston, unfortunately picked up an injury. The only person that I haven't heard, having any issues is Canada. So Canada seems to still be in it, and we know Andre DeGrasse is a really bully as well on the anchor, and also Japan. I haven't heard any issues from them. So I'm expecting them to turn up and run well. So Jamaica has to turn up and run well as well. But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on this whole relay drama? Things are looking brighter and brighter, I suppose, for Jamaica. It is what it is. Shelly, if she runs like or close to last year, she will win. I think it's gonna take something faster than 10.67 to win. I don't understand how you can logically put Shelly and Fraser Price or Talu over her. Shannon Fraser Price is coming off a knee injury, and Talu also doesn't run runs well. I did speak of about Talu not running runs well. I spoke about the same issues she suffers from, similar to Shakiri. The only reason I put Talu over Shakiri is that one, Talu has actually been to a championships already. So in that, instance, she does have, a tidbit more experience. She hasn't really used it wisely in the past, but still, she has a little bit more experience than Shakiri, and maybe this time around she will, learn from all those years of not doing what she was supposed to do. You know what I mean? But you can look at it on the flip side and say, well, she's also running. Training with an American coach, and they have the same mentality to go out and blast in heats. We've seen what Carmelita Jetta has done in previous years as well. So she could actually come out and do the same thing. So you can never really tell. As it relates to Shelly and Fraser Price, I don't want to say I don't. Uh, the knee injury, okay, fine, it happened. But personally, I don't think the knee issue is as deep as everybody else thinks. That's my opinion. I've watched athletes over the years. I've listened to a lot of people talk as well. When it comes to injuries and people running bends, they don't want to run a bend, especially if you're a straight sprinter. You won't catch them running a bend. It's interesting to me that the first race she chose was a 200 meters, right, coming off an injury. So for me, I don't think it's as deep as everybody is thinking, but that's just, my personal analysis of the situation. Whatever you want to come up with it, and I think that's the situation with Shelly and think she's not good, then okay, fine, you do that at your own peril. But for me personally, I don't see, what everybody else is seeing when it comes to this knee issue. I think y'all are looking at it too surface level. Y'all need to look a bit deeper and watch Shelly, watch her moves, and tell me if that is telling you I'm so injured. You know what I mean? You're a hater, Shakiri, isn't it? Lord of mercy. What are we starting with this hater nonsense now? Um, it for money because clear track and field don't get paid like thing there. But what are you talking about? It doesn't matter what sport, it doesn't care what job. We are all doing it for money. Look here, it doesn't matter where you work, it's money you're going to work. You think you're going to put on your jacket and tie every day and go to work, not for money? Please stop the money debate in my conversation because this is foolishness. This is going nowhere. Um, Not true that we don't like her. We like a lot of US track and field athletes. We're wishing her well, but just looking at her past results, can we move on? um, I believe Shakiri getting run out of this race. Shelly Sharika Talu. Okay. Prior performances don't mean anything, or Shelly and Fraser Price would have won Rio and Tokyo. But that didn't stop her from quote unquote medaling, did it? You understand what I'm trying to say? So again, people look at winning silver or winning bronze as not winning, but that's still winning a medal. You know what I mean? So you may not have won gold on that occasion, but you still won a medal. Out of all of the women that run the 100 meters, only three people can get a medal, and you were part of that. For umpteen years. Come on. We're not going to be talking about the color of the medal at this point. The color does not matter. Color does, how much people would wish to have the success Shelly has had in sport? I love the BBC commentary. They're the best when it comes to track and field, BBC commentary. Not necessarily. I don't like something particular about them. If you're running against a GB athlete, even if you win the race and GB they run a back, their camera, because they have their own camera, their camera is focusing solely on that person. You won't even see the person where I win, and they'll just be talking about the GB athlete all the time. You know what I mean? So that's what I've noticed about them. So I don't, particularly think they're the best. I think they're just like everybody else that focus on their athletes. Boy, the runs are going to be very important for Shelly. She's gonna pull out. What? She's going to pull. Pull what? Yeah, but I do agree that the runs are going to be very important. Very, very important. Shakira brought on extra stress on herself by talking too much. She will learn. If they well, if it's one thing about Americans, they've always been, that type. So it's not a Shakira thing. I think it's just an American thing. It's probably a way to intimidate the rest of the people, honestly, because when I think about back in the day, when I used to watch Maurice, is it Maurice Green? The way he used to walk on the track, he was intimidating. I'm not gonna lie, it was intimidating. So yeah. Um, and she gives me that same vibe. And as a matter of fact, if you look at how Jetta used to act when she was on the track too in championship, she used to walk and huff and puff around the same way. If one false started and the other poorly start, then Dina will medal. All right, so I guess we're hoping for people to have bad starts and what another one to false start. Shakiri ran. Okay, I see 220 at 28 people, 25 now here in the chat. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Shakiri ran down Sharika and beat her to why are we going over this? Go make anybody run her down and pass her in championship final. Think again. Jack off top and spin too. All right, I agree with that statement, but yeah, we're moving on from this. Don't at me. Catch it flop. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. We're having a back and forth about what we think, what you think, kind of thing. So it's not that serious. We're not trying to be upset and fighting in here. Plus, it was a close win, not a blowout win. Alfred is a great college runner, but she's never run under 10.80 before. She's overrated in the pros. She ran 9 races before Alfred beat Shakiri. Shakiri ran 9 races before Alfred beat Shakiri. Alfred but she's never run. She's overrated. So Alfred is overrated. The same Alfred on her pro debut that went to Monaco and placed second, defeating everybody in the 200 meters but Sherika Jackson. Are we talking about that, Alfred? Okay, I'm moving on. Well, let's just say, well, let all the ladies be great athletes and stop making enemies out of them. Yeah, that's not what this is about. Remember when Gatlin was running all the fast times on boat? Wasn't 2015? Yep, I remember. I will never forget. Man, everybody was solely convinced that he was gonna win. Even me, I did a fret. See me sit down in front of my TV. Oh, what's that thing that the chant? Some Buddhist chant. This was me. Oh my lord, that win. Trust me, that win was everything. Um, Shelly first, 10-5, coming this championship. She's very determined. She is to be this successful for so many years. You have to have something special. Shelly for a goal. She have the best start in the field. Agreed that she has the best start. Let's see though about the goal. As y'all know, if you watch my video, that I had Sharika taking the win. So I'm not gonna backtrack on what I said, in this particular video. Based on what I see in the rounds, I may update it. But as it stands now, y'all know what I think about who is taking win, second and third. Shelly has experience. Sharika has crazy closing speed. Talu has consistency. Plus Alfred and Sharika both have very high ceiling if they get a perfect race. Frojo record will go in this 100-meter is either Shelly or Sharika. Man, I can tell you Jamaica would have gone down. Shelly and Fraser Price title 6 coming. All right, let's go. Please don't underestimate Shakiri and do not underestimate that girl. She might break the world record. No, not underestimating her at all. Um, If Shelly jumps out in front of everyone like she normally does, then the only other two athletes that can run her down are Shakiri and Sharika. I agree. If Talu gets left, she can't run down Shelly, like how a Shakiri could possibly run her down, and also a Sharika. I agree with this statement. Um, y'all want to active fans to converse with, but when y'all don't agree, y'all don't want to talk about it anymore. LOL. Anyway, I appreciate the acknowledgement. Don't be mad, catch it flop. Break down. What? Who is this? Shelly has lost two championships since 2008. This is her last championship. She will not settle for silver or bronze. Personally, this is how I look at it. You can only control what's happening in your lane. Each athlete can only run their race. So even if Shelly, say for instance, runs 10-5, or 10-4, if somebody's prepared to run a 10-3, then there's nothing she will be able to do about it. So at the end of the day, I just believe that the athletes will run their own race, and at the end of the day, I still believe that Jamaica will stand on top, and the rest of the world will be someplace behind. I'm so excited about the men's 4x4. USA might actually get challenged for the first time in loads of years. I think they lost in 2000 I want to say 17, was it 13 or 15? When did Trinidad beat them? Or something like that. Google. Trinidad. It's not that long ago though. 4x400 meter gold. Trying to remember when they won. That's Commonwealth. Wait, why did they show me this? Last year. 2017. So they won gold in 2017, right? So again, it's not that long ago. It's not that long ago. So USA can be defeated. A lot of times people think they can't be defeated, but I just be wondering like what is everybody else smoking? I think some Americans don't know that Americans have actually lost in these 4x4s. So yeah, Shakiri already showed all you haters she can manage rounds and is not afraid or pressured on the track against your so-called big guns. Okay, no problem. She can manage rounds. And she's not afraid. Why are Jamaican fans so stressed because of Shakiri? Relax. Okay, we're relaxed. Hi, Drew. What's up? Um, she has shown that she can beat our top guns in championships. Where did that happen? I don't know, but apparently she has. So let's keep it pushing. We're being haters. Um, I am American, but you can't count out Shelly, and she's one of the big guns and is always favored to win. Making a whole lot of making a whole life on one subject, Shakiri. Can I tell you? I really want to move on. What have we touched? Let's talk about the start list, cause yeah, I really want to get into that. I was looking for the 4x1 comments. Oh, here we get to them finally. Could also be trouble for Canada because the 4x1 relay heats are on the same day as the 200-meter final, and three of the four men. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's see what happens with Canada. Again, Jamaica, take notes. You have to capitalize. And Canada doesn't have the depth for other runners to come in. Yes, I agree. They definitely don't have the depth. Talo looks very relaxed and smooth this year. Not to say she is going to win. No, she definitely looks good. All of the top four that I've spoken of to me look good. Zorna will anchor. For UK, they also have Dadzi running well. No, Zornel is going to run the backstretch. It was going to be too late. If they allow Zarnil to run the anchor, it's gonna be too late. They have to let him run the backstretch, or UK is gonna be well behind. Um, Dina doesn't have to run top times during the season like most other top women do. UK nationals aren't as tough as US or JM, so we have not seen her best yet, and her times are deceiving. No, I think she's capable of doing a PB this year. It's just that in my opinion, I don't think the PB is gonna be enough to medal. Eh, I don't think it's gonna be enough to medal. I respect why are we saying what is this? All right. If she runs on the 4x1, my American female team will lose a medal. Boy, I'm trying to say, on a petty bad. BBC will always focus on GB athletes. They're good, but biased. Yeah, they're very good, but they're very biased as well. And the worst thing I hate about it is when they change the camera. If it, you see, when I'm watching the NBC or something like that, sometimes they'll be talking about their athletes, but the camera is still focused on the quote unquote high performer. You know what I mean? But with GB with what's it called? BBC, they literally move that camera and they're focused right there, on their athlete. It's the craziest thing. No American athlete, female athlete, has achieved what Shelly has achieved in a 100 meters. So you all can kick rocks. I don't think anybody has ever achieved anything that Shelly has. Yeah, American, anybody across the world, nobody has. Big ups to cousin Gabby. We love you, and cousin Dina. On a petty sir. Oh my God. No, sir. People have short memories. Shelly is a proven performer, finals performer, and always gives her best. Yeah, yeah, yep. Maurice Green had athletes changing their race patterns going against him. He could run 10 flat and win because the other athletes were intimidated. Yep, he used to intimidate athletes. I remember when I used to watch back then, I was scared. I was scared for Jamaica. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, there's nothing we can do against this guy. You know what I mean? Until, of course, Asafa Powell, change my mindset, and that is why I'll always rate Asafa Paul, regardless of whether or not he got the medals he should have gotten. I'll always give him credit, because again, it takes one person to open the door and everybody else can storm through. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what I got from Asafa. So yeah, but we back then, I was so scared. Hey Erwin, is Sunday the finals for the men's for the yeah, Sunday's the final for the men, and then Monday would be the final for the women. Um, pot cover. I got there. I got there. I got deaf people over here in the US. When me I say when me say, you have some people say Shelly a comfort in them dreams. You know, here the Senator Jamaica finished third in the 4x1. You know, hear nothing yet. You know, hear nothing yet, Sherry. If Shelly and First Surprise shows up at the final, there's gonna be a show, injury or not. Facts. How is Alfred overrated in the pros, and she's only ran 2 pro race? The hate is strong. I don't know what that person was talking about, honestly, but yeah. Monday's the finals for the 100 meters. That's the woman. Shakira is overrated, in my opinion, by the USA. No, she's talented. She just hasn't gotten her thing together yet. Yeah, she just needs to get it together. Well, at least this time around she made the team, so that's a plus. You know what I mean? So, on top of that, let's see what she does at the championships. But she's definitely talented. I won't say she's overrated talent wise. Um, I remember that race when Maurice Green, Gatlin, and Sean Crawford had Asafa nervous and sweating bullets. Man, can I tell you? Oh man, we've come a long way. We have come a long way. Miss Rocket rocking for gold. Okay, no problem. People keep mentioning Shakir beating Sharika. I saw the race looked to me as though Sharika was working on her start and followed her coach's orders. That's true, T. BBC doesn't give good coverage. Good commentary, not good coverage. You know what I mean? Love the commentary. You know what I mean? If they decide to talk about your athletes, then they'll go in. You know what I mean? But if their athletes are on the track, you can forget it. You can forget it. The intimidation does look like it's working. You're talking this year, Sharon? So hold on. You're telling me that Shakiri has intimidated persons this year in the women's 100 meters? What? Who is intimidated? I'm just curious. I want to know what will be said when Shakiri finished sixth. What you say? Shelly Sharika. Um, what? I don't know who's this third person. Is this still Sharika? That can't be two Sharikas. Shelly and Talu will be on the podium. Remember, there are 3 medals. I'm confused. Well said, T. I second that comment. Remember how Shelly looked when Elaine beat her in 2021. She was so shocked. This is going to happen again when Shakiri comes first and Sharika and Talu comes second and third. All right. Sharika gold, Shelly. Wait, Sharika slash Shelly gold, silver. And what? Silver and Talu. Okay. I have more confidence in the men's 4x4 than the men's 4x1. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say that. The only difference is that, one is at a higher speed. So clearly there's much more room for accidents to happen. But both of them have a good shot at winning. Thank you, Smitty, for the 4.99 super chat. I appreciate it. You see that track is y'all can hit that what's it called? Thing in the comment section there, the dollar sign super chat thing to go ahead and donate. Yeah? And don't forget to also hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Um, I don't see Shakari finishing sixth. The other athletes that can beat her are Sharika and Shellyan. Personally, I think Shelly has something great in store for us. What about MIT? You mean Marie Jose Talu? I had her third. So yeah, that's in my call. So yeah, but anybody can medal based on what I'm seeing. Everybody just has to execute their best race. Julia Newcomer and Dina will beat Shakiri. Mark my words. Okay. Um, there are 8 or 9 competitors get ready for an upset. This will be get ready for where am I? Get ready for an from uh, upset this from we all least expect. All right. If anybody between first and fourth that we've called, which is Shakiri, Talu, Sharika, and Shelly medal, I don't consider it an upset. It would be shocking if, say a Shelly doesn't medal or a Sharika doesn't medal, or a Shakiri doesn't medal or even a Talu doesn't medal. But I don't think it will be considered an upset. You know what I mean? But if somebody from outside of that now sneaks in, say a Julian or a Dina, then that's, in my opinion, an upset. Shelly will have that start with Sharika and Shakira chasing her. What about Michelle Blake? Didn't he? Didn't he get? Isn't he one of the ones that got banned? I think he's the one that got banned. Remember, GB lost the medal. Which medal was it in 2021? They lost a medal, and I think he's the reason why they lost the medal. Um, Shakiri will be chasing 5 people. Which 5? Well, then again, you said he had her placing 6, so okay, never mind. Let's start about the start list. All right, yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. I'm excited about the events that the Jamaicans will be participated in. Where's my start list? I just have to pull that up. I want to share it on the screen as well. So let me drag it out. That's my world ranking. Oh, I have 100,000 pages up. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can see the same thing at the same time. Yeah. So let me share. All right, so I hope everybody is seeing my screen. Right now it's on the men's 4x4, but I'm gonna go back out. We're gonna start from the top. Well, the top that involves Jamaicans clearly. So as it stands now, we have in the morning session, and the morning session starts. I believe this is what's this 2:50? Yeah, or was it 1:50? Something Jamaican time. And this is probably 3. This is 3:30 or 2:30 something. But anyway, it starts early in the morning. That's the point. So what we have first is the men's shot put, qualification, and coming up in this we do have a Jamaican, that takes to the field, and he comes up in Group A. There are quite a few people here. Actually, why are these lists so big? Is so much men usually come in one in each group? Wow, that's a lot. But anyway, they take 12. So they will take all the persons with the automatically qualifying mark, which is 21.40, or at least the best 12 qualifying to the final. So let's say 16 people through this qualifying mark, then all 16 will go through to the final. However, they will take 12 with the best qualifying marks if they do not hit this 21.40. With that said, let's take a look at again group A that Rajendra comes up in. Now, as you all know, he threw a massive, national record this season, 22-2, and also is ranked fourth in the world based on season's best. I'm not going to look at people's PBs right now because this, oh, I can't block it like this. Okay, the PBs are here. I'm not going to look at the PBs. I'm going to just look at the season's best. So based on season's best, we have here from New Zealand, Jacko Gill. He's a contender. We have also from Italy, Zane Weir. He's also a contender that Rajinja has to be, wary of. Let's see as well. We have Josh, what is this last name? Wutunde. He has thrown 22-10 so far this season, so he's also, someone up there. Plus, the world record holder, Ryan Crozer, through this world record this season. I swear he throws a world record every season. He has thrown 23.56 meters so far this season. Then, of course, we have Rajendra Campbell. Campbell. So, I definitely think Rajendra can throw this 21.4 to make it through to the next round, or at least be in top 12. You know what I mean? To make it through, to the next round. And hopefully, we can see him, do something well in the final. Again, you never know. Sometimes people get to championships, their first go, and they just, do something fantastic and end up, getting a medal. You know what I mean? But I won't go that far with Rajendra, but I do hope that he actually makes it to the finals and gives a good account of himself there. But yeah, that's how it stands right now with the men's shot put. So that's our first Jamaican entrance at the World Championships. Is this thing's freezing? Okay, here we go. So, other than the shot puts, we have the 4x4 mixed relay that also comes up. Now, this is going to be very, very interesting. Um, we have two heats. Two heats come up, and Jamaica, I believe, okay, we're in heat two. But let's take a look at heat one first. But when I look at the entrance here, for one, United States is here. They're always going to be a top challenger in this event. Plus, I think Dominican Republic won. Did they win last year? Yeah, I think they did. So Rep is also in this heat. I believe though that this heat is possibly the easiest of the two. If I'm not lying, I think this is the easiest of the two. So I see Dom Rep and America making it through with no problems. I'm always eyeing though the European teams, they always come through, and Ireland seems to be here doing well. And if Ireland uses, what's her name there that used to go to Texas, that young girl from Texas, they could possibly really challenge, in this. And then also let's look at Belgium as well. They could possibly make it in as well. So, the Europe teams tend to perform well in the 4x4s and also in this mixed 4x4. So I'm looking out to see, Ireland and Belgium do well in this as well. So let's see. But I do have America and also Dominican Republic going through. They take the first three and the next two fastest times through. So three will automatically qualify, and then two next based on times will qualify. Now let's go to heat two with the Jamaicans, and of course in this we have Poland. As well, we have the Netherlands, and of course there's Jamaica. But not only, that, we do have, again, I believe this is the strongest heat, because we come up against quite a few, people from countries from Europe that are all running, in and around, the same times that Jamaica has run, when you talk about personal best, you know what I mean? Or even, let me see, season's best. Well, season's best, they've been much better than us so far. That's a fact, right? So when you look at countries like France, they're going to be up there. Czech Republic is going to be up there. Switzerland is going to be up there. Jamaica has to be very careful, because again, they only take three um automatically qualifying, and then the next two fastest times. I think perhaps maybe the next fastest two times will come from this heat, because I think everybody is going to be pushing it to try to make it through. So they possibly will come from this heat. I'm just hoping that Jamaica is part of it. I'm not going to lie though, our women have really struggled this season with injuries in the 400 meters. So I don't think we're the strongest from a woman perspective, but our men are really good this season. And Rasheen McDonald is slated to run in this, so I'm hoping that Rasheen McDonald will give us a really good leg in this mixed 4x4 and propel us at least into the finals. And from there, anything can happen, right? So hopefully it goes well for Jamaica in this mixed 4x4, but it's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough for us to, one, make it out of the round, and two, even medal. It's gonna be hard. It's definitely gonna be hard. Of course, also coming up is the long jump qualification for women. We do have the world leader in this, Akila Smith. But I talked about this already, and I said, look here, I don't know what's going on with the women's long jump this season, but everybody a jump 6'9" or higher. So I don't know what to say about this. It's gonna be crazy. About for Akila to even medal in this event. We have two Jamaicans, and one is in Group A, and the other is in Group B. So Tisana Hicklin is in Group A. And of course, she met the qualifying standard to get here, jumping 6.85 meters at our championships, right? But then again, when you look at the rest of the field, it's also crazy. Do they have them ranked based on performances? No, they don't have them ranked based on performances this season. So let's just take a look at these women. Season's best, 6.81. Wait, let me go down here. Okay. We have Tara Davis Woodhall is in this one. She has jumped 707, this season. I think she's the second farthest jumper so far this season. So she's definitely making it through. Then we have this Michaela Asani from Germany, 6.91. She has jumped. Then we also have Martha Kola from, what is this? Burundi? I don't know if that's Burundi, I'm assuming. She has jumped 6.94. Then we have I can't even pronounce some of these names. What is this? Milika. She has jumped 6.91. Then we have Konisha Burks from the United States, 6.98. Wow, wow, wow. Look at it. 6.97 here from Larissa. She's from Italy. Again, and look at this from Great Britain, Jasmine Sawyers, 7 meters on the nose. So right away in this first Group a lot of women in this are capable of jumping the qualifying mark, which is 6.80. For Tiziana Hicklin to make it through, she's gonna be, jumping her personal best, and that's a fact. So she has to be jumping her personal best from the get-go just to make it into the finals. I'm hoping though she will be able to do that. I was watching her at the championship. She looks in good shape. You know what I mean? She looks much faster. So I'm hoping that, we can get some consistency with her jumping in and around her personal best, and even better, surpassing what she did in Jamaica. If she does that, then she can make it into the finals, and also, contend clearly for a medal, because once you're there, everybody wants a medal, right? But again, automatic people with 6.80 go through, or the 12 with the farthest jumps will go through. So again, jump as far as you can, Tisana. Then now when we go over to the second group with Akila Smith now, she's the world leader in this 708. It's going to be tough for her as well, but I believe it's in her capabilities to jump 6.80. So I do not think she will struggle to make it through to the next round. But that said, there are still people in this, Group B with her that are jumping well. We have Sumire Hata from Japan. She has jumped 6.97. Crazy. Then we have here from the United States, Jasmine Moore, 703. United States is killing it this season in the long jump. Well, they're always killing it. But yeah, it's crazy. Then we have, of course, Ivana Valletta. She's jumped 6.98. She's been around for years. She jumped 6.98 this season. Then we have Alina Rotoru. She's jumped 6.96 again. Then we have Akila right there. So yeah, lots and lots of athletes that are doing well. This is the World Championships. You're gonna see the women at their best, jumping crazy. Well, everybody's gonna be at their best. This is the world clearly, so it's not gonna be a walk in the park for Jamaica or anybody else. But we just have to tough it out. We just have to tough it out and see, what best happens. And then, the last event in this morning session. Well, no, that's it from a morning session, standpoint for Jamaicans. All right, let me go over to the chat and see what everybody is saying. Let me stop sharing and see y'all's comments on this thing. All right. Across the line. What's this? I don't know. Why folks hating on Gabby in the relay? I know. Look here, that is for Uno Americans fight it out. I don't know why y'all are continuing it. I told y'all to stop. The Gabby supporters, the Shakari supporters, it's still one team USA. Y'all need to work together to get that button around. And based on how things are looking, Shakari will be a part of the relay, and Gabby will be a part of the relay. Get over it, and that's that. Is goal for 4x4 Jamaica men. That's what I've been calling for months. So let's see. If Shakari gets out early, it's over. I don't see anybody running her down. If you think so, sure, no problem. Jamaica is winning. Jamaica is winning 4x4 women, hopefully. Things are looking good for us. I heard that the practice has been going well as well, so I'm excited. What else is here? The 4x4 mixed relay, I believe they should stop mixing the sexes on the legs, males against males, women. Do they still mix them, or do they have a set order now? Because if I'm not mistaken, most people run. Um, I think I saw one team last year do the opposite, but everybody else, stuck to the same, male versus male, woman versus woman thing. But let's see. Um, let's see. Jamaica is winning the 4x1 women. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm excited to see what young Rashawn Clark will do in Budapest. Oh, I'll get to that after. I'm wondering if Elaine might run in the finals of the 4x1. Based on what happens in the heats, then I'm sure they'll make a decision after that. So let's see. Let's see the heats first. The heats first, and see how the girls do there, and then we can talk about, who we think should be in the finals. Now, USA women will successfully defend their title. Okay. Shakira will win. Okay. Don't be in denial. Already beat Sharika twice. Okay. Um, what do you think of Jamaica's chances of winning the women's 4x1? I believe we can win gold. I also believe we can challenge for the world record. Not our strongest team. But I'm expecting the girls to still challenge for a gold. Okay. Jamaica will win gold in the 4x1. US team is not close to their performance last year. It's not just about being fast, it's about the teamwork. Teamwork, getting that stick around, that's the most important thing. Again, having the fastest of girls means absolutely nothing. We've seen it happen with Jamaica where we failed to win gold last year. So off the back of that, when I look at, what's happening with us this year, the intention of the team to get it right, the intention of the team to turn up to practice. For me, I'm getting good vibes that the girls are working together to get the goal, because they weren't satisfied with silver. And with that, again, I'm expecting Shelly to turn up running 10.60s. I'm expecting Sherika to run 10.60s as well. Even if we slot in 2:10.9 girls, for me, that can still challenge a world record as long as everything goes smoothly. So let's see. Houston, Texas here. Love the channel. Thank you. Shelly, Sharika, Shakiri in that order. Talu is a possibility if she manages her heats. Okay. Um, Jamaica has only a chance if GB or USA and Cote d'Ivoire drops the button. Okay, Cameron, please don't get ridiculous now. Americans don't generally replicate or improve upon their performance at their trials run or on their special track in Eugene. Well, guess what? Contrary to that, Shakiri has run pretty fast in Europe this season, and we've seen where Americans tend to not do that. So that's a positive for her. I'm hoping that Elaine continues this coaching setup into 2024 and doesn't just send it after this season. Osborne seems really good for her so far. She seems that way, but my biggest concern over it all is the whole temporary thing. Plus, I don't want Elaine to get caught up in jumping from coach to coach to coach to coach to coach. So yeah, I'm in agreement with you that I'm hoping that this thing becomes a bit more permanent. Uh, Are we excited about the Zurich Diamond League lineup? Not looking into Diamond League right now. Right now, the World Championships is about to start. That's what I'm looking at. I'm excited about that. I'm not jumping too far into the future yet. And besides, what am I going to say about Zurich Diamond League when we don't even know who's going to win at the World Championships? You know what I mean? So yeah, Shelly is a superb athlete, and one thing she'll control her rounds, and her agenda is to make it to the finals and unleash everything. Once it goes well, that she have fire under her belly. She definitely knows how to turn up in a championships, that's for sure. When will the 100-meter race? The men's is on Sunday. The women's final is on Monday. It wasn't him. Oh, who was it? The Great Britain athlete. Oh, CJ Uja. Oh, well, I don't know what happened to that particular athlete then. Um, I think Shakiri will run down Talu and Dina. She can. She has the top end speed for it. Um, if it's raining, Dina will win the 100. Look here, if it's raining, or if it's Jamaican, they're gonna slip and drop, they're gonna run. No, I'm talking about their athletes in general, not Shakiri. Okay. Um, CJ Uja made GB lose the relay medal. Okay. Thanks for the correction. I think you're selling us too short. He's not even selling us. It was British CJ. Yes, I get it. Hit the like button, y'all. Yes, trackies, please hit the like button. So true. Dina is a rain champ for the 100 meters. May I tell you, say if rain a fall, you best believe Jamaica go run. We don't usually run in the rain, but we're gonna run today. If Shakira wins, it's going to be such a huge upset. From whose perspective? Because a lot of the world think she's capable of winning. So is it that from a Jamaican perspective? But I'm almost certain she won't win. Sharika will win. Again, come seasons and Shelly will be the world record holder for the 100 meters and Sharika for the 200 meters. All right. Okay. Keisha Wilmot. You agree. All right. So again, we're calling Shelly for the world record. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anybody beating Sharika in the 200, but Gabby Thomas will be close. Um, You think Gabby's gonna run faster than 21.6 at the World Championships? That's a question for you, boss dog. Do you think she's gonna run faster than 21.6? And how fast do you think Sherika is gonna go? When you say they're gonna be close. Um, yes, it's an easy heat T. Our heat is going to be tough, but we can pull through. Yeah, heat one definitely looks like the easiest heat. Heat two is definitely going to be tough for sure when I look at it. But again, you have to run whichever race you get. You know what I mean? And hopefully you qualify. And if Jamaica can't qualify out of this, then it don't make no sense we even hope and pray for a medal. If we're struggling to qualify, then don't even bother look for a medal in this mixed relay. All right. So we shouldn't be struggling if we want a medal here. That's for sure. Um, Michael McGurry, thank you so very much for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Um, they always put our 4x4 team in competitive heat. It's like they don't want us to make the final. I'm just saying. And again, Keisha, I'm gonna repeat what I said to Shem. Even with that said, if we're struggling just to make it to the finals, then we probably wouldn't even be considered for a medal. So yeah, if we're struggling, the sign is on the wall. Um, what you mean, Gabby, close second? You mean close second and third place? Good afternoon to you. Hey, Trevor. You're always on point. Yet the fact that the three major players not going to the championships, the medal predictions for Jamaica need to be revised, don't you think? One love. Who is that? Which three major players? I know a few Americans that aren't going. Sydney's not going. Does that affect our medal shots in the 400 meters? No, I don't think we still a chance of medaling, and I still don't think we stand a chance of medaling. Michael Norman in the 400 meters not going. Um, I did always think that we could do something special there. So if we're gonna do something special, it's gonna happen regardless. Who else gonna go? Anything more not going. I do think it gives Natalia Gould a better shot at medaling. Who else is not turning up? Those are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head right now. Why Shanice Porter not selected and she qualified for Budapest based on quota? Are you sure she qualified based on quota? Because again, what the rest of the world is doing. Let me go back into that list and see. What did Shanice Porter jump this season? Was it 6.6? Something like that, 6.60? Let me see this the lowest jumper here. Let me see the lowest jumper based on season's best. Okay, there's a 6.9 here. But this is Beth Rumnachuk. So, and maybe they're bringing over her 6.9, her 6.96 from last year. So if they're using her 6.96 from last year, which they can use, right? So if that's the case, then that supersedes this 6.59 right here. So let me keep going. 6.62, still further than 6.60. All right, let me go look in the second row, in the second thing image you give me. Group B. Da da da. Okay, if they're using that, yes, they clearly use the 6.89 for her. So again, all right. So no, she didn't qualify based on she didn't qualify based on quota. She missed out because they're just people that jumped further than her. Either they had the qualifying mark from last year, but this season the girls have been killing it in the long jump. So no foul down there for Shanice Porter for the women's long jump. I think this may be the closest women's 100 meters with at least four women finishing directly at the finish line, damn near making it a tie. I don't think I don't think first and second. I think, or this is how I think it's gonna go. I think first and second are gonna be close, and I think second and third and fourth are going to be close. I don't think all four are just gonna be bunched up like that, if you know what I mean. But let's see. Um, wait. So the women's 100-meter final is on Monday. Yeah, it's on Monday. I don't want to be telling you wrong information, but yeah, it's on Monday. Let me go back to the thing image you give me. What is this? Day one is Saturday, two Sunday. This is Monday. Women's 100-meter final. Right. It's on Monday. So yeah, it's on Monday. It starts a day after the men. Um, when Jamaica lose the relays, it's always to do with button mess up. But that's when people have issues though. If they mess up the button, then it stops your chance of one winning a medal or winning gold. So yeah, it can happen to anyone, any country, I mean. Once that happens, it will, cause problems for them. Karen beat Shelley in 2008, but she still won. Gatlin beat Bolt in 2015, but he still won. Shelley beat Elaine in 2021, but she still won. So why can't Sherika win even if Shakira is beating her? No, well, there's one thing you got wrong here, Damari. Shh. Okay, fine. Never mind. All right, I get what you're saying. Um, I guess people just want to use these races to say, that's what's, Sherika is capable of. I just think that America should have learned enough about Jamaicans over the years, just like how we've learned a lot about Americans over the years in terms of how they typically run, execute their rounds. We've learned a lot from Americans and seen, how they run and come to know, say, look here, them always gonna run fast in the heats, in the semi-final, and then have nothing in the finals left, kind of thing. That's pretty much what they've been doing for a number of years. So when it comes to Jamaicans, it always amazes me that they don't try to know what Jamaicans are capable of. But it is what it is. I don't really care anymore. If it's raining, if it's raining, we are run. May I tell you that Dina is not a 100-meter runner. Sorry. Anything sub 11 is good. Is great. Do you have any inside info on whether anything more will be running at the World Championships? The last I heard, she's not running. The last I heard, the reason she gave is allegedly she doesn't want to run. She just doesn't want to go. That's what I heard allegedly. I don't know what that even means, but yeah. So that's that. I think Mitchell Blake is injured. He was in London a few days ago. Okay. All right. So here we go. Damari, sorry, is telling us that Mitchell Blake is possibly injured. Um, Mama TT, walk on good body. I'm good. I'm good, Jeff. What's up? I'm excited about the 100-meter finals, but it's so beautiful to watch the athletes close up, striding in slow motion in the heats and the semifinals. Yes. Yep. I agree. I love seeing it. Hey, Sharnet, what's up? Um, Gabby Thomas is favored to win the 200 meters, but it depends on if she's scared of Sharika, the same way Shakira can't be nervous against Shelly. I don't think anybody needs to be focused on outside their lane. You know what I mean? If you start to focus on everything outside your lane, then that's the first problem. You're gonna have problems. So Gabby has to focus on what she's capable of doing, and she can't think about Sharika none at all. You know what I mean? I don't think Sharika is thinking about anybody but herself, and Shakiri also has to think about only herself. You know what I mean? So let's see. And we know Shelly only thinks of herself. I think the only time I've seen Shelly trip up is against Elaine, honestly, in 2021. I really did think that she was thinking about Elaine a lot. I think that semifinals probably threw her off. But let's see. I hear Rasheen McDonald is going in the mixed relay. He is, but again, that's just one leg. It takes four athletes, so the other guy, and the other girls have to pull their weight. Gabby's 21.6 was in a negative win. She can definitely go 21.5, but maybe not enough though. But my question was, what do you think she'll be running at the championships? Oh, I think I asked Bass Dog. Yeah, please hit the like. Track is not because I'm not watching it doesn't mean you shouldn't hit it. Hit it. I think Sharika and Gabby can reach low 21.5. They're both capable of that time. Why do I sense you subtly underestimating Sharika? Can reach low 21.5. They're both capable of that time. Are you forgetting that Sherika's personal best is 21.45? The second fastest ever? Meaning this is a time she's done blown past already? Oh my lord. Someone may false start. No, I'm not getting into that. Me don't want to listen to no false start because you see when I start jinx other athletes, when I end up jinxing one athlete them. I don't want to no go jinx no Jamaican. So please be quiet with the false start. Correct as usual, that three. Let's see. Okay, I see a lot of big channel kind of saying Shelly will win. Really? It's because some big gambling website has Shelly to win, Talu second, and Shakiri third. Me realize people upset with your predictions. Yeah, people is upset. I don't know if people are upset with my thumbnail. I think people are probably mainly upset with my thumbnail. Yeah, and people are mad that I probably left out Shakiri. But again, I gave my reason for that. Listen, somebody has to get left out. It's only three medals. You know what I mean? So, if people want to be mad, they can just stay mad as far as I'm concerned. But as it relates to Shelly winning, Shelly can win. Shelly, I was probably one of the only channels, if I'm not mistaken, that has not fallen into the Shelly injury loop. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far back as to last year. Last year when Shelly was supposed to run against Elaine. A lot of people don't remember. I said, and when Shelly pulled out of the race, I said, look here. Shelly is dodging Elaine because Shelly knows exactly what she brings to the table. She knows a lot of athletes are gauging her and use her to run a faster race. And I said, going into 2023, you're going to see where Shelly is not going to be running against these athletes because, again, she doesn't want to pull you to a faster time. Why am I going to help you to run faster? If that's what I'm there for, then you can forget it. And I have no problem with, her doing that, allegedly, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But of course, the whole injury thing came about, with Shelly and her knee. But still, I'm not too sold on that whole thing because when I see you doing interviews saying that you're still gonna break world records, when I see you coming out in a 200 meters still burning a bend, I'm not gonna, fall into this whole Shelly is injured thing. Shelly is very meticulous and Shelly is very hungry and determined to win and also, stamp her class some more and walk home with a six, world title. I'm seeing her, coming out and doing something ridiculous, and she's just gonna hit everybody, where when they didn't see it coming. And for those who believe that she's, has a knee problem and can't, start, I'm sorry for them, that's for sure. But I agree with what she's been doing this year. Personally, when I think about, how she runs, I agree with every move she's made, every move she's made, every single move she's made. Talu said herself that she just needs a better start to win gold. Out of everybody else, Talu has the worst top end. So if she gets a better start, then clearly, yes, that will assist her, a lot. But again, will it assist her to gold? I don't know. To beat Shakiri, Shelly and Sharika has to get a jump on the American Shakiri because she has that top end speed. Sharika's top end is better in my opinion. As it stands now. I don't know what's gonna happen next year, the year after, but as it stands now for me, Sharika's top end is better. Elaine's is the best. Um Shelly clearly has a better start and her top end is phenomenal. It may not be the most, devastating top end, but it's still, ridiculous nonetheless. You know what I mean? So don't underestimate these other girls. They're not just gonna sit by. You know what I mean? Um I believe they have to concentrate on their own race too. Yeah, you can't be thinking about nobody else. If you're going to finals and you're thinking about anybody else, you lost. You have lost. The women 100 meter is going to be hot, and the winner is a Jamaican. Shelly Ann, at age 36, improve her best. Only start, and that 10:49 is not credible. Do you agree? Okay, let me go again. Can Shelly and Fraser Price at age 36 improve her best? Look here, when it comes to the world record, it's gonna be hard. It's hard running 10:6. A lot of people think running 10:6 is easy. No, it's not. Which is why women, for me, for years, I've watched women and I've, looked and be like 10:7 was the glory run. You know what I mean? Then we've seen this new, breakthrough into 10:6s. But a lot of people think that because they see Shelly running it so many times, it's easy. It's not easy. You know what I mean? And 10:5 is going to be even more ridiculously hard. And just think about 10:4. World record, I wouldn't mind getting it. Honestly, it's not as simple as everybody's making it sound. And are you saying that if you run 10:99 you can win a medal? I never said if you run 10:99 you can win a medal. I said running anything sub 11 is world class, and that's a great run. Um, if all the current big names in the women's 100 meter should make the final, more than likely at least two of them are going to meet in the semi. Yeah, two of them are going to meet in the semi. But it shouldn't prevent them from, making it to the finals. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe if the two of them meet up, there's anybody else that's behind them that's going to quote unquote challenge them, because those people will be running close to personal best just to try to beat them. You know what I mean? The women's 100 meter final will be sizzling, agreed. The entire Jamaican contingent is very relaxed, motivated to excel in. I get that vibe. It's very heartwarming to see. I'm excited. A lot of the times I watch the athletes heading into championships and I get this whole, negativity all from me, all for me vibes from some of the athletes, and they don't look like they want to work together. But this year, you can feel the team vibe. You can feel it. I love it. Um, oh, I didn't read this. Oh, I read it. Well, did I read it? Or did I not read the end? Especially our four potential gold medalists, Shirley Fraser Price, Shericka Jackson, Broadbell, and Jadon. Yeah. LOL, you can never count out Shelly. I still feel like Shericka and Shakiri will have the best start and be neck and neck for first. You see, because Shakiri has never had one of those starts, it's hard for me to say she's gonna have one of those starts. And I'm talking about a start that can contend with Shelly. You know what I mean? Don't think she's ever had one of those starts. So it's gonna be hard to see to say she's just gonna randomly have one of those. But I still believe that she'll be challenging. Um Talu already has a great start. She just has weak top end. Shelly for the win. Jamaica winning. Are we still a win? We don't know what times they're going to run. We're just assuming because no athlete run their PB every time they run. I'm not Shericka Jackson won't go 21-4 again. I'm just saying Gabby may be capable of 21-4. Okay, I mean, I respectfully disagree. Not disagree in terms of the times that they could potentially be running. I just disagree with no, well, the time Gabby is gonna run for sure. I disagree with, but I mean that the closeness of the race, I definitely disagree with the closeness of the race. Yeah, they don't have to run PBs every time they run. I agree with that. You know what I mean? But I don't think Gabby is gonna be close to Sharika. I don't believe anybody's gonna be close to Sharika in that 200 meters. Y'all forgetting Julian Alfred has a good start. She will definitely be out the blocks faster than Shakiri and possibly even Talu, and she has top end speed. Yes, she's good. She has a good start. She also, has good top end, but that's good top end in comparison to collegiates. You know what I mean? We're talking about top end in comparison to Shelly, in comparison to Sharika, in comparison to Shakiri, in comparison to Talu. You know what I mean? So you have to start up in the levels now. We're not looking at collegiates anymore. We're looking at the pro level. That's what you have to start comparing her top end to. You know what I mean? I agree though, her start is phenomenal, considering how fast she's run over the 60. So clearly she's very fast there. But when we talk about top ends, when you start looking at what the rest of the world is doing, and I'm talking about the greats in the world, then that's what you have to compare her top end to. And I don't think it's quite, measure. I don't think it can measure up to them. I don't think so just yet. Um, this is the year for a Caribbean sweep. Oh, well, maybe not a Jamaican 1, 2, 3, but a Caribbean sweep. That's a thing. Talu, no, Talu stopping is great. Talu, no, Talu stopping is great. She doesn't really have much flaws this season. Yes, technically she looks good this season. You keep using the word, as your clutch or filler word. Yeah, everybody uses filler words. What's the problem? Paul. Best start is insane. What best start? Who was the best start? Did I miss that comment? No one can contend with Pocket Rocket start. Okay, yeah, that's for sure. Um, Shelly all the way. Stop talking top end at collegiate level. No, no, no. Let's talk times. Who told me about the her top end? Is it you? So all right, okay, let's talk times. Shelly and Fraser Price 10.60. Shericka Jackson 10.65. Shakira Richardson 10.71. And tell what is it? 10.73. What are we contending with exactly when we're talking about top end and Julian Alfred? I'm not sure I follow. Hey T, do you think Julian Alfred can get a bronze being she is well rested? She is like a baby who is not afraid of danger. She's definitely a warrior for me personally, and definitely not afraid of the big names. So personally, I think she's definitely gonna come out and do something phenomenal. I just don't think, it will take down any of the biggest guns, but I do think that she'll be making the finals and running ridiculously well. Um, the only way if Julian Alfred, wins a bronze medal personally is if um everybody else underperforms. Well, it doesn't need everybody. It needs a couple people to underperform. No, just one. I have her where fifth? No, two people. Two people will have to underperform. So between Shelly, Sharika, Shakiri, and Talu, two of those people have to underperform, in my opinion, for Julian Alfred to medal. And I'm not asking for anybody to underperform because again, I'm not trying to jinx our very own athletes. Um, Talu said that she just needs a slightly better start to win gold. She definitely has something up her sleeve. Everybody has something up their sleeve, right? And I can't wait to see. Right now, everything is just, us predicting based on things that we saw prior. Things may go completely different when they turn up at the championship. So again, that's why I'm saying when I start to see the first round, I may change things, bit by bit. But as it stands now, this is my prediction as it relates to how the women's race will go. It's almost 2 hours, so I'll be jumping off, in a little bit. So let me just take these last couple comments. What is your prediction for Natalia Gould topping? I believe that this is her year to get a medal. She's been running very consistent. Plus, also, she seems to have figured out how to run strategically, not at the front, not at the back, someplace, in touching distance of, the front of the pack where she can pounce at the right time to still figure into the medals. So, and I believe that, it may be bad to say, but when athletes pull out, you have to take advantage of the situation. There's no anything more there, Keely Hutchinson hasn't been looking her best for the last few races. I don't know if she's injured. She came out banging, but after that, she didn't really look that good. I know the Kenyan Mary Mora, has been running well. And then there's the girl Nakia. Oh my gosh. Then there's always the Nakia that's for the life of me if she pushes Natalia Gould in one race. But yeah, she's there. Um, and also there's another British girl. I can't remember her name right now. She figures in. But with all that said, Natalia Gould still has a better PB. The only one that she falls behind, I think, is Mary Moore and Keely Hodgkinson in terms of PBs. Based on how she's running this season, I think she only falls behind Mary Mora. So she's in there for a medal. She just has to ensure that she runs her race, doesn't fall behind the pack, and pounce at the opportune moment and walk away with a medal. Because again, I don't know how many more opportunities she'll get. Um, will Julian perform better in the 100 meters or the 200 meters at World? Both fields are strong. Both fields are very strong this year. Um, and the same girls that are in the 100 meters are in the 200 meters. And if you subtract Shelly from the 100 meters, you add Gabby in the 200 meters. So it's the same thing. She leaves the same field that she leaves in the 100 meters. It's the same field that she's gonna meet in the 200 meters. It's gonna be no different. It's gonna be rough. She just has to fight her fight. I believe though that she stands a better chance of medaling in the 200 meters. Let me see here. I have Alfred for bronze in the 200. Okay. That running Monica against Sharika and that, yeah. So to me personally, she has a better shot in the 200 meters. But again, it's still going to be the same solid, tough field that she's going to be running against. I want Natty to get gold. I want her to run a good race. I want her to execute a race and be there and in there and collect a medal finally. What's your prediction? Yep, I just answered that. Um, What's your prediction for the men's long jump with three Jamaicans? The greedy me wants 2 medals. I believe Wayne Pinnock and Tajay Gill can medal, but I'll settle for at least one. I'll settle for at least one. And it's not to say the rest of the world isn't doing well, but when I think about the type of performers they are, plus the fact that, they're in touching distance of, the leaders, in the world, personally, I believe they can. Two of them can medal, but again, it's up to them to get there and jump. Something great, phenomenal. Tajay Gale is hungry. So is Wayne Pinnock. So let's see. I'm dying to see what they're able to do. The greedy me again. I said wants two medals, but I'll settle for at least one. Um, please hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button before y'all are leaving. Let me go over there and look because I'm bad at this, so I keep not looking. So let me go look. Where's this thing? Where's my stream? Okay, my stream is right here. Okay, Trackies, come on. 200 and out of your here. Hit the like. Hit the like. It shouldn't be that hard to get y'all to hit the like. So hit the like, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's go back here. Gula stated that she's been working on stamina. All right. Where you got that information from Black African? Because I had a conversation. I don't know if y'all remember when I did the collaboration with Coaches Dex and you know um we were discussing the issue with Natalia Gould, and he said the issue is her speed, and I said the issue to me is not her speed. To me, the issue is her endurance. And boom, what do we have here? She's been working on her stamina. Stamina doesn't include equate to endurance. Correct me if I'm wrong. In this scenario, does stamina equate to endurance? Because I've been saying that her issue is not speed. Personally, I believe she is fast. The issue I believe is that she's not able to hold on to that speed or maintain that speed because she does not have the speed endurance part going for her. So again, you see when T talks, when I go on, I say, true, me never run track yet, me don't know what me I say, but I watch athletes a lot and I pay attention a lot to the subtle, details with these athletes. And for a while, I've been watching not how you're going for years, and that's the thought I've been getting. And again, I pointed it out and I said, you know what? When you look at these African athletes, and I said they stay running. They be running like they just get up and them a run from 4 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the night. And I even remember what's her name from Kenya that has shattered 3 world records. Faith Kipyegon. And I remember listening to her talk, and she said, "Look here, all she does is go on long runs. She's just running, 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 running." You know what I mean? So she's fit as a fiddle. So when it comes to releasing whatever speed, if it's in the 1500 meters, she can do it. She can do it in the 3000 meters, because not only does she have the speed, but she always be running, so she has the endurance. And then she jump up to 5000 meters. No, no, what was it? A mile? Not 3000. Sorry, was it 15 and mile? I apologize. So 15 and mile plus also the 5000 meters. Ridiculous. But one thing I took away from that is the woman has speed, endurance, because she stays running. So I said personally, when I look at that Natalia Gould, I believe the endurance is her issue. So thank you for telling me, say, me no mad. And let me tell you something. I don't back down on my points. I hold them. I hold them firm. But anyway, you see though. All right. Is Ethimo still running, by the way? I don't know what is wrong with Ethimo. I cannot tell you. She says she's not going to the World Championships. I don't know why. Um, Natalia needs to stop acting like an unofficial pacemaker. She does it every time, sets the pace, and then they outrun her. Again, I feel like this time around she's figured it out. She's someplace in the middle of the package, not too far from what the action. So let's see. Alfred will make more than likely get. Alfred will more than likely get fourth or fifth in the 100 meters. I just hope Gabby isn't in the 4x1. What's your reason for Gabby not being in the 4x1? Listen, Jacko has her hands full because both in the 100 and 200 meters same girls, and Shush Jamaica getting gold in both events. Agreed. Mommy Pocket Rocket will not stand a chance against Shikari the Ferrari. Isn't it Shakiri? The long jump this year is incredibly close. Literally anything could happen. LOL, we could even get third. Are we talking about the women or the men? From our own mouth on Sportsmax. Thanks. I didn't watch that interview, but you know what? I'm gonna go search it up, because let me tell you something. I love hearing that. I love hearing that, because for a while I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, nobody now gonna tell me say an endurance or no issue. Gabby Thomas definitely will be in the 4x1. She has to replace the absence of Abby Steiner. But Gabby ran in 2021 and anchor leg behind Sharika, and she never lose out to Sharika. So I don't know why everybody has a problem with her on the relay. Somebody tell me, please. I want to know what is the problem. Endurance is her issue. Has always been. Are you a teacher? No, I'd probably destroy. I'm one of those old-fashioned teachers, so no, I couldn't teach. The children these days are too feisty, and not me, not me. You couldn't come in my face and be like that. I'd probably knock you out. She said it in an interview, guys. Yes, it's about the endurance. Thank you. So hold up, T. I thought you were a track and field athlete. You know enough still, man. No, sir, I've never run track, and my sister claims that running it in primary school doesn't count. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Um, Jesus Christ is Lord coming soon. What are you talking about? Gabby simply isn't explosive enough for the 4x1, in my opinion. Maybe she'll surprise us, but I don't see it. All right, so who is better than her right now that you have? I don't talk about Shakiri. She's clearly your number one in the relay, and she's clearly going on anchor. What about the other girls? Which of those other girls are explosive, and are more explosive than a Gabby? Natalia can medal this year. See me pass the 2 hour there. Lord of mercy. I'm about to run off this stream, Chuckies. I've been here for a while, and of course I have to prep for the other days to come. So I'm gonna go in at 2:10. 2:10 is when I'm going. So just give me your comments quick and fast. T never ran track, haha. She was busy beating up boys. Look here, Jeff. Oh yeah, call me out. Look here. Oh my gosh. Was talking about the men's long jump. It's incredibly close this year. Anything could happen. We could get one, two, three. No, I agree that Jamaica could perform really well in this event, but also, still don't want to underestimate the rest of the world. But Jamaica, to me, we can at least get 2 medals. But to not be so greedy, I said one. But personally, in the back of my mind, a two me a pre still. You know what I mean? Let's see. And I don't think, it's as stiff as the women's long jump. I think the women's long jump is worse than the men's long jump this season. You know what I mean? I think it's way too close to call a medalist in that, you know. But let's see. Let's see what happens for the women. But for sure, the our men can definitely land medals there. Melissa Jefferson, perhaps. Is she? No, I don't think she's explosive like that. There's someone else with a good 100-meter time. Good 100-meter time is not necessarily saying, you're quote unquote explosive, when it comes to a relay. You know what I mean? I've seen Gabby on relays, and I don't see four people in America that look better than her that you could say, all right, Gabby, go sit down. You know what I mean? I feel like some of y'all are just saying it because she has the issue with Shakiri. You know what I mean? Stop it. As I said, it's still y'all's teammate, and you need to figure it out. You know what I mean? But she's part of the team, and don't just be randomly saying, oh, don't use her because you want to say it. There's not four people better than Gabby right now. If you have four people better than her, I would agree with you, but I can't agree with you because I don't see four people better than her. See, you look like my sister. Who ran track for St. Jago. Oh, that's nice. Noah Lyles got men's 200 meters. Tell me what sister, sir. Noah Lyles got men's 200 meters in the bag. No competition for him. Might see a little competition from Let's Silly. Not gonna lie, Let's Silly surprised me in that last 50, and I pointed out in my video, which a lot of you didn't watch, so you don't know that what is important about Let's Silly this season is his 400 meters speed endurance that he puts on that 200 meters. I said that will be the crux of it. It's not just his 100 meters that's making him run so fast. It's the fact that he's also sub 45 this season in the 400 meters. So what? Keep an eye on him. Don't underestimate Let's See in that 200 meters. Brittany Brown too. Is she more explosive than Gabby? That's my question. I'm not saying they're not good 100-meter runners. I'm saying is she more explosive than Gabby? Well, we will be what? We will. B, keep the 4x1 where it belongs in the States. Ah, you can keep dreaming, tunnel vision. It's ours. And we'll be bringing the men's home as well. Nothing wrong with second place. It's all right. Nothing wrong with second place. So you take it and we'll take gold. Drew, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. 4.99. I really appreciate it. Um, you do not have to be a track athlete to be objective, and I have been following track and field for many years, and some of these so-called experts are lacking knowledge of the sport. I think the thing about me versus what I find with a lot of people that cover track and field is that they get caught up with what the athletes say. You know what I mean? And I'm not just going to listen to what an athlete is saying and, hold that to be quote unquote true all the time. You know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest difference. Sometimes an athlete will say something and they'll like stick to it. But she said this, she said this, she said this, she said, and I'm like, yeah, but look over there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's the biggest difference with me, which is why sometimes I fear actually getting to know, some of these athletes and meeting them coming on one, they feel away when we start, you know, say, but wait, I will have me right there, so you know what I mean? But yeah, it's something I've learned over the years, picked up, just good at it. They will figure out the issue. Hopefully, it's time to run. USA needs Gabby to run that long back stretch. Yeah, yeah. Orlando Bennett is out. What happened? You kidding me? You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. Where's my thingy? Let me talking about my thingy. Where's my Twitter? And I'm about to jump off the stream. You're joking. Breaking. Oh, not that. Um, Jesus. I don't even know who to. Oh, let me go look for this. Um, yeah, let me go here. And apparently, Issa Main's B samples tested positive, and this was from 7 hours ago, and I didn't even notice this. Oh, Pedro, Pablo Pichardo to miss World Championships. Oh, well, going in a John shop, yeah. This is all within the last hour. Wait a minute, I see nothing about I came in here to search for who did I come to search for again? Orlando Bennett. Me lost. Me I search for other things. Me I look for other things. Orlando Bennett. Boy, that the gold medal for Jaden is looking better and better. Mm-mm. So they said he's replacing him. Wait there. Question mark. Is Tyler Mason replacing Orlando Bennett? Let me see who responded to that. He's in Jamaica, according to what I saw in the latest news. According to Elite Performance, he's competing in the 110-meter hurdles on Sunday morning. Why is that? I'm not getting any why. I'm not getting the why. The why is the problem. Um, did y'all get the why? Did y'all get the why? Um, thank you, Black African. Um, and I'm so good. Thanks. Here's a wild comment T. I go kill me now. If our 100-meter and 200-meter men don't turn up to Tobago, gonna give them a problem. Noah won't rain for that long. Um, the men's 100 meters. The reason why I think it's tougher for Tobago now is one development. So yes, he's still very young. So I still do think he has some growing to grow in that event. So maybe next year we can see him, do much better in the 100 meters. But for now, I think the 200 meters is much better bet to not only just, potentially medal, but, win. You know what I mean? What is your opinion about Kesta Semenya competing against women at 800 meters? Wait, 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 wait. I didn't even know this. Rumor has it that Gabby not good with stick. Is that why they put her on anchor before? Well, guess what? They had a relay practice to sort that out. So, let's see. I didn't get a why. That's what I'm looking at. Everyone positive or oh Lord, exiting world championships. This generation is lost. I don't know what's going on. Everything I go on behind T's back. That may say too. When I have that chat me out and I make me and miss all the information. All right. If this is indeed true, how do I feel about it? I don't think we lose out personally because I do think Orlando Bennett and Tyler Mason were running on par this season. As a matter of fact, when you think about what my thought process was going into the finals at trials, I do believe that Tyler Mason messed up and fumbled that third place. So and even after that, we've seen him, defeat Orlando Bennett a few times. So again, I still think we have a solid three in the World Championships. It's just tough, whatever the reason is. It's definitely not something I wanted to hear, especially on the eve of the championships for sure. Um, Not something I was looking forward to hear, but I still want a good energy to continue for Team Jamaica. It's just sad hearing that he won't be able to compete. I'm interested to find out, the reason why. I'm gonna go check one more page to see if this person has it posted, as it relates to um, why he may potentially be out. You know what I mean? Um, I don't see this person posting it. So, is there any truth to it? Because this page is one page that I know for sure is up to date on information regarding, athletes, not just, Jamaicans, but athletes in general. You know what I mean? So, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, this is crazy, 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 crazy. So news in apparently. So latest news is one apparently, Telemis is in Orlando Bennett out. Pablo Pichardo, defending world champion, is out. Will not be competing. Is he defending world champion? Or yeah, defending world champion is out and will not be competing in the triple jump. Toby Amason is back, and also Isame's B sample has tested positive. So those are the latest things in track and field. Crazy, 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 crazy. Wasn't looking forward to hearing all of these things. Most of it is not good news. Only the Toby news is good news. You know what I mean? That she's been cleared. But apparently AIU wants to fight her off over there, so we don't even know how that's gonna go. But as it stands now, not good news, not good news, not good news at all. But track and field, it's happening hot. USA had a better chance with Gabby on the back stretch. She should be running that long stretch. I don't have an issue with Gabby running the back stretch, so I don't know. Pichardo has lower back issues. Oh, it's the triple jump, the jumps, which is why I'm hoping Jaden is able to get that world record soon, and maybe do something else in track and field. But it's not a sport that you can keep doing for long. Even what's his name? What's the American, former Olympic and world champion for years on end. Even he had to switch his lead leg, and he's pretty much relearning, the whole triple jump event because he had to switch his lead leg, based on the injury that he got. And it was either he give up or switch his lead leg, and that's pretty much what he did because he didn't want to, quit. You know what I mean? So, oh, sport is so not forgiving. Oh Lord. As an American, I hope Jamaica gets the 4x1 world record. I think that having the three athletes, can I tell you? Ah boy, what is your Twitter source? I don't know if you all remember Fitzroy Dunkley, but I use him a lot for my Twitter source on information. He comes out, with information pretty quickly, and I pretty much work with all of the news outlets, every news outlet. I follow. I follow everybody. You know what I mean? But I pretty much just check a few people that I can count on to have correct information. So yeah. Tyler Mason is in Jamaica now, so how will he go? Will that go as J3 say they will not be paying for him to travel from Jamaica? So how you mean they will not be paying? I found a for them choice. Wait a shame. Where is this information? Where are you getting this information from? If he's going to be a part of the team, they have to pay for him. I don't care where he is. He could be in Timbuktu. They have to go find him and grab him and bring him come. What that mean? I don't even know what that means. Jamaica must be losing it. Um, Christian, yeah. What's his last name again? Him. He had to pretty much, yeah. Christian Taylor, right? He had to relearn the triple jump. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that Jadon gets it done quickly. You know what I mean? Plus, current women's long jump Olympic and world champions is out. Yeah, Mihambo, right? She's out as well. She's out as well in the event. So yeah, who is a traitor? Well, he is called Prodigal Son. As an American, well, us true Americans hope that to keep the world record unless we are the ones beating it. Yo, they might actually put Shakiri on the backstretch. Melissa on the on. Let me check this out. Shakiri on the backstretch. Melissa on first leg. Prandini on third, and TT Terry on anchor. This isn't bad, especially when I consider, again, I do believe I've always said this before that I believe the backstretch is the most important leg. You know what I mean? The big question, though, in this whole setup is how does Shakiri run on a backstretch? I've never seen her on anything else but an anchor. Can she pass the baton properly? That's where you start to have ask yourself those questions. It's not just about putting her there, but the pros and cons of putting her there are also important. You know what I mean? So you have to think about this seriously. But this actually sounds good. This actually doesn't sound that bad. You know what I mean? But even if they put Shakiri on backstretch, if we slot Shelly, I'm hoping on the backstretch, then that negates that. You know what I mean? So personally, what I think though with Prandini always slides, so that's interesting. I still believe that what we can do will cover them, but that's a good setup. I don't mind that setup. That setup actually sounds good. Um, got to lose it to get it back. I saw it on sports news last night as they say he was already in Europe and should have traveled from there to Budapest. Did he know before he left Europe though? Because isn't that the question? Did he know? And besides, he's the one that footed his bill, or Elite is the one that footed his bill to Europe because again, they didn't carry him to Europe. So they shouldn't be complaining about bringing him to Jamaica from Jamaica to Europe because they didn't bring him to Europe. Elite brought him to Europe. So what are they even talking about? That still doesn't make any sense. They're talking a bunch of, air. Good night. Hey, Jaqueen. Me just look, me just forward the African hurdler lady. She good for run. Yes, she is. Toby Amazon is cleared and she will be running. If the AIU don't grab her and fling her back into a closet. As I said, Prandini does not deserve to be on that team. Some people are good relay runners, so I don't even know. They may not have much success individually, but they seem to do something crazy on release. What is going on? So much news as we draw closer. Yeah, it's really shaking me up. I don't want to get too nervous because again, I've been saying I've been getting good vibes and I want to keep that good vibes going. So I don't even know. Um, Prandini be killing those relays though. This phone is going off. Um, oh, let me see if I'm getting any important info. Any important info? Um, Let me see if I'm getting any important info to report on trackies so that I can let you all know. Okay, I'm getting some info. All right, I'm getting some info on Pichardo. Let me see what's happening here. Let me read. Let me see if I can read anything here about him. Um, okay, so he will not defend his title due to lower back pain. He withdrew on Thursday, which is today, 2 days before triple jump qualifying on the first day of the 9 days of the World Championship. So triple jump starts on Saturday. That's the evening session. That's when the triple jump begins. Um, yeah. So that's it for him for this season. That is it for Pichardo. Let me see if there's anything else. Um, Garth Gale loses bid to join World Athletics Council. Was that a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing either. And of course, Isame tested positive, as I did say, his B sample was thing there, so was tested positive. Crazy. I don't know what they're doing with these youngsters because that's not something he did on his own initiative. You know what I mean? It's the adults around, so something fishy is up. Something is up. Something fishy is up. So I don't even know. Sometimes these people, or what am I saying? Sometimes those people that say as American or as Jamaican aren't really what they claim to be. All that too. I haven't seen anything about Orlando being out though. I'm wondering I wonder which page reported that. I haven't seen anything as well. So I just checked. I didn't find anything about it. So I don't even know. Is Gabby in the relay? Where does she go? If she's in the relay, then I'm assuming she is. Then I think backstretch. But I didn't have a problem with the team that I think was it Boss Doggy or something, yeah, Boss Dog just constructed. So I don't have an issue with that. Yeah, Christian Taylor, yes, thanks Sharon. As a citizen of Jupiter, I'm convinced. Oh my gosh, y'all are messy. They were going to pay for him to go over to Budapest from where he was at. However, it seems there was a breakdown in communication. Yes, but Shem, it doesn't change the fact that they did not pay to get him into Europe. So even if he goes back to Jamaica, they still have to pay to get him there because at the end of the day, he paid his plane fare to Europe and paid his plane fare back. Why is there an issue with getting him back into Europe? I don't understand. He or his team, it doesn't matter, his club, whatever. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be an issue from a Jamaican perspective to get him back if needs be. The African hurdler will not be running hurdles. What you talking about? Toby is not running her hurdles? Are you crazy? I didn't check this Toby news report, but let me check it. She's clear to run. I reported on that earlier, but I just want to see if the AIU is running in real fast. But I can't really put none past them. Um, no, 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 she's running. She's running. She's running. So let's see. Let's see. She's running. How Prandini doesn't deserve to be on that team when she was the driving force first winning last year. Yeah, she definitely is a good relay runner. Why are we convinced ET's husband is the reason behind her decline and the new coach will save her? Again, based on what the new coach said, it's not that Elaine lost speed. The issue is, and based on what Stephen Francis himself said as well, the issue is maintaining her fitness, making sure that she doesn't get injured, considering that she's easily injury prone. That needs to be managed properly. So, meaning that you have to know how to construct workouts that will make sure that she does not get injured, or at least if she does get injured, figure out how to resolve that issue as quickly as possible to keep her continue training, right? It seems as though that did not happen for her this season. And as such, she remained injured time and time and time again. Now, with that being said, she decided to move on to another coach. Now, if there was no issue and everything was perfect, then she would not have moved on to another coach. So clearly, Elaine herself has seen that, there were things that, could not be potentially dealt with from, the former coaching setup, and has now chosen a different coaching setup. I didn't choose the coaching setup, she did. She wouldn't have chosen it if something wasn't wrong. So stop making it look like it's people saying this. If again, Elaine is our own big woman, right? We can say whatever we want about what we think is happening in the background because we're not there. You know what I mean? But if she makes a move herself, then clearly there is something happening. You know what I mean? I read that it was a fault report that she was reinstated to the hurdles. No, that was last week. So last week there was a false report saying that she was cleared, which I also did a video on that, which I took down from my channel, right? But today, I've since posted a video on it that the AIU has cleared her, and she is going to be running at the World Championships. The only problem is that the AIU also does not like the what happened, and they believe she should have been charged, and they're gonna fight it apparently, with Cass, So let's see what's gonna happen with that. Um, Shakiri and TTT has great chemistry. Well, yeah, they're club mates, so they should have great chemistry. And a few other things together they seem to have working. Thank you, Ray. The A and B sample are 2 cups of the same urine. He had high hopes, it seems, or he was hoping AIU fumbled the A sample. I think they were trying to say it was contaminated by wherever it was taken originally, not the AIU, but whichever place down in Brazil they were saying something and other sorts. So they were saying it was possibly contaminated through the lab there, but seems as though that's not the case. So it's very interesting. Again, not something that's good for the sports. Where did you get the report from that Tobi will be doing the hurdles? Go to the athletics integrity unit. They're on as a matter of fact, I can put the link here. Let me put the link here. Here it is. Here's the link. I said I was coming off this live at 2 o'clock, in 2 hours, and now it's 2.5 hours. These wait, what is? Why am I getting so much breaking stuff? What is going on here? Okay. Oh, I was frightened. I thought I got another breaking story. I was about to scream. Um, all right. So let's keep going. Um, So I put the link in did I put the link there? Yeah, you can click the link and read the document yourself. So yeah. I haven't seen any report on it or even it being reported, not even from Orlando or Tyler. It seems just that Elite Performance posted that he will be competing on Sunday. So it's confusing people. Oh, well, I don't even know what to say then. Do you remember one year J3A disrespected Simone Facey regarding getting to the World Championships or the Olympics and she went back home? Them slack, Lord of mercy. No, sir, I mean, remember that story there. Which year was that? Dear Father. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. Remember telling about with the foolishness. Pierre Slatton is saying he shouldn't have returned to Jamaica. He should have went straight to Budapest from Austria. That's enough for them business because they didn't get him there. That's why I'm trying to understand what the problem is. What may I tell you? Interviewer, if you win, Shelly, when I win. Bop, bop! Video in training yesterday, said enough. All right. Go on, Miguel. Shelly, ready? All me I said Jamaica gold and silver. I don't really care at this point who takes it. Whether Shelly take it or Sherika take it, me glad, be happy. Look here, I've been attacking my nephew. I still don't have a flag. I've been attacking my nephew about me not having a flag, and here we go. We're right up on things and still no flag. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to go find it myself. Oh my lord. Um, just spent 3 hours and done. Oh, no, love chat me out. That's the problem. Toby posted on her IG as well that she has been reinstated. Yeah, I did see a response from her. She said something about thank you, daddy, or something like that. So it's good knowing that she's cleared and she'll be competing. Thank you for dedicating your time to Jam Rock. You're a jewel. Thank you. I appreciate it. For the entire world, no, Jasmine Camacho Queen owns the hurdles anyway. Huh? Huh? Enter Toby Amusan. So for all of y'all thinking that she's done and dusted, not happening. Okay, Toby's gonna come through. She's not world record holder for nothing. So please, um, send the link. Which link next? Which link is that? Which link? Which link? I'm scrolling up and I can't see what he was saying. Oh Lord, I don't know where this comment was. All right. So with that said, track is oh yeah, send the link to the Shelly interview. No, I think I saw it. I think I saw it. 1 second there. I think me see it if I'm not mistaken, but me just not watch it yet. Me download it though. Let me see if I it. Where Shelly there? Me find you know because me a scroll past social media cause me make up my mind say me nah miss nothing cause yesterday me log out and gone about my business and me miss the world. So me make up my mind say me not missing nothing this today. Where the Shelly something there? I'm scrolling through my video stuff that I downloaded today to see if I can find it. Not even know what you said. The amount I said me download, me confused. I'm confused. I don't know where the Shelly thing is. I know I saw something Shelly related in a video though earlier. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. All right, let's go. That's Natasha. She was sitting down someplace. But me not even know what the video look like. Who is it? Shelly? Is this the one that says ready? Or is this Hansel? No, that's Hansel. Um, no. It's a yesterday. I can't reach back yesterday. That means I'm past the video. Okay, I can't find this video. I can't find this video. I don't know what I did with it. It's there, you know. You know, sometimes some things are staring you right in your face, and you keep overlooking it. What is this? Oh, sorry. Wait, I found the video, but it's just it looks like it's just an opening of this entire thing. So whoever did the interview, what is this? Together. So which way you find this every day? I don't know which way you find this every day. Together spelled with an X instead of an E at the end. Let's see if I can find it on some place. Maybe YouTube. Maybe it's on YouTube. Who knows? Together with an X. Apparently, it's a thing. Yes, I see it. Yeah, it's a thing, sir. Let me see, let me see if I can find the Shelly part. All right, check it. It's a whole 14-minute video. Here what? I don't know where in it she said it, but I found the video and I'm gonna put it in the thingy in the chat. So there it is. Y'all can go and consume it and see. So I sent the link in the chat, so y'all can go and take a look. Um, let's see, where am I? Of the interview with Shelley saying that, please. Yeah, I just found the interview. It was an interview today. I know somebody just put it's that first little snippet of it. And I said, what is this about Shelley? But I haven't even watched it yet. So I didn't even know what was in it. You are credible and not biased like some of the of those I guess loudmouths. T, can you send the link? I sent it, Keisha. I put yeah, I figured. Sherika sounds confident in her interview today too. Yes, all of the Jamaican them sound ready, which is I get good vibes. Good vibes. I love it. Tracky, love your program. Harold, that Tracky. Y'all are trackies because obviously one tracky, many trackies. Sherika Jackson, Shelly first, Sherika second, Talo third, Dina fourth, Richardson fifth. Wow, okay. All right. Love you too, Harold. Let's see. I saw the video when I win. All right. Wanna go and go watch the video after me done this. If Sherika gets a start like Shelly, she will definitely win. But if not, Shirley might win. Again, I said Shelly has been working on her top end. She's been very smart this season. So let's see. Um, please share this your skin products. I've been courting a lady friend, and your skin is very what? And her skin's very rough. Thanks. Ah, mercy. What do you mean? Her skin is very rough. No, I've troubled with acne for years, and I had to end up going to the dermatologist. So the best thing Stan is to just go to the dermatologist. It's gonna cost you a little penny, but it's better to do that, get the correct treatment than to use over the counter stuff because sometimes over the counter stuff will not resolve the issue, and sometimes it may make it worse. So just spend the one big money and go to the dermatologist and done. As a matter of fact, I'm due a visit because since I've been in all this makeup over the summer and the heat, I'm breaking out. So I'm gonna be going back after this month is done so that I can get some top ups on my stuff. But yeah, that's all I can say. Visit the dermatologist because everything I have is prescribed. Um no, the live still a go on. I don't know why me I get breaking news right at the end of the video. Right at the end of the video, be a breaking news a come. The channel is Sprint Factory. 10.5 zeros in the thumbnail. All right. Oh, he probably did a reaction to that video, which is a good idea. I probably react to it in the morning. But let's see. Let us see. Someone the man I look. Stan needs a time out for that comment. LOL. Hit up the like button. All right, Chuck is mega run for no for real though. But I appreciate you guys staying with me again on the live. Just look out for more content in these coming days. There's a lot of things coming through as usual. As you can see, breaking news, minute by minute, as the days progress. So again, I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate all the person that have also, donated. That will definitely assist, people don't know how much it goes into running a YouTube channel. I'm trying to find my video so that I can go check the likes. Hit the like, people, before I get out of here. Hit the like. Thank you. Hit the like. With that said, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.